Nice.
What do you think about that?
Right on time.
Right on time. We right on schedule, just about 45 minutes behind.
I was a few minutes late.
Oh, you're good. I'm just piddle farting around. It's been like 3 weeks since you guys saw us last, and I am sorry for that. It's all Swillie's fault.
Yep, I'll take it.
It's
all
all
your
good.
fault.
We are back at the Pine Knot Lodge, Journey Unknown Podcast, episode 30.
And don't get me lying.
30? Is it Dirty 30? Let me check my...
Is it the one? Is it the Dirty 30?
I think it's a Dirty 30.
Is it the Dirty 30?
Let me check the old Spotify where you guys can go on and watch this. If not, it's on the YouTube, underneath Rack Attack Outdoors.
I definitely
Yeah,
feel.
so this is episode 30, Journey Unknown Podcast.
I definitely feel relieved. As soon as I walked in the doors tonight and seen you, man, it was like felt like I was home again. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I miss this.
I did too. We have tried to get one done, but it's like, golly.
Life happens.
Life
dude.
happens. There's been a lot of stuff going on, and then when you do have time, I got to mow and weed eat and all this other junk that summertime brings. It won't stop raining. The sun keeps shining.
I like to follow your snaps of
Man.
your mowing
Your
journey. We're
mowing.
like, a good thing it's
Yeah.
not going to rain today, and
Yeah.
it's getting pouring down.
At least Mikey got his mower back, and it wasn't like roasting marshmallows on it.
You need
Yeah,
to
you
put
caught one on fire.
I sure did. I sure did.
you need to put some lights on that thing. That way, you,
I
How did
know.
you-
people
do
think
that?
you're a crackhead.
I think I'd had my shirt off, and I believe I set it on the seat behind me, and it shifted over on top of the battery,
And it
then
got
it got hot. Is what I'm inferring, but I don't really know exactly for sure. I know it was on fire.
I mean, I've heard of hay tractor and hay balers and stuff catching
Oh
on
yeah,
fire
man,
in
that
the
happens
summer
all
when
the
it gets
time.
hot. And
Yeah.
No, not your lawnmower.
It could have. I mean, it could have been some debris on top of the motor and caught fire, and my shirt was just there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like everything else, I was about 20 feet too short of my water hose, and the one fire extinguisher I had outside did not work.
Was expired.
No, it was a 2-pump chump. It was one and done.
It didn't have enough pressure to.
No, man, the thing been. It wasn't working. I should have gave that sucker a blue pill before I went and tried to set something to extinguish a fire.
Extinguisher.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's out there collecting grass and weeds and
You just mow around it now.
Yeah, I got to get it pulled. Well, how am I going to get that thing on a trailer?
You
I'm about to get a
a
tractor
winch.
over here. I don't have a winch.
Couple
either.
strong buddies
Yeah, it's like, you
or a
guys-
tractor.
Yeah.
Or a
Yeah,
tractor.
I need a trailer. Yeah.
Keyword.
You know, all this need things. Need.
Dude, I could write a book about things I need.
Here's your book. Here's a pen. Let me know when you're done.
You're
Yeah.
gonna need more paper.
Man, problem is, all that stuff costs money. And
know.
money is hard to get.
Yeah, it's a valuable assessment need
Man, like,
in life.
Money is not only the root of all evil, but dadgum, it's the root of unhappiness too. I mean, seriously, if I have money, my stress is almost obsolete. I can deal with everything because
Yeah.
at least I know everything's paid for, and I'm not going to be broke after everything's paid for. I can still go get my breakfast sandwich in the
where
morning.
I've always disagreed sometimes with people like, money won't buy you happiness.
Dude,
I'm like,
yeah,
it won't, but it'll make a lot of
Yeah,
my problems go away.
I damn sure have it, not need it, and then need it,
could,
not have
I
it.
can think
Yeah.
of how a few hundred, extra $1,000 here and
Yeah,
there.
I'm
would
not
be
saying being
great.
rich, but just being comfortable, and then be like, well, also, what's your boss's name?
Daryl.
Daryl, Moneymaker
Old
Daryl.
Falcon.
He, he like to the extreme end saves a lot of money, and that's his deal. I like to do things, but it would be nice to be able to have that for that later day and your rainy day funds, like he talks about, and
Well, see,
That's
I think it'd
smart.
be cool to have enough money to be able to do all that and save money.
yeah.
Like do it all.
Yeah,
Like,
like not saying like we're all driving used vehicles. You got a pretty new vehicle. That's a nice little rig. Where'd you get that?
Oh, we got it this year. We got it for Tori.
She was
Her
making all the money.
yeah.
Yeah.
no.
I just got my truck back from the shop, and that thank God that overtime got opened back up.
Yes.
But unfortunately, it took away all my overtime money to get my truck fixed. But it's back. Knock on wood. It's not broke down again. So
Wait, the white truck up there?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't even-
Turbo went on it. It was like 2 weeks ago. I had the cab off of it. It's been down since Mikey's wedding.
Oh, really?
That day, I think he got married.
Did you
the day
guys
before.
still have? Do you guys still have the Yukon? Or the,
No, I sold it.
you sold it. Okay.
I'm missing my reed.
Oh. I was gonna say what we calling in
Yeah.
here.
Hey,
Nothing.
if you guys, it's early in the season. This is July
Like,
16th.
Do that as a duck call challenge. Like you can make, you can make
This
this.
is one of those morel mushroom calls. You hear that?
Man, you hear that? Didn't see any, did you? That is Mission Game Calls in it's outside of Mill Spring.
Yep.
Mill Spring. Yeah.
Matt Ward.
Matt Ward, yeah, awesome guy, and he does custom stuff. If you guys are looking to get something like that, you got time. Do it now. Don't wait till September 15th or September 12th because you're like, I'm gonna be proactive and wait 3 days before season. He might have some there, but I doubt it. But he can do some custom calls. He's got our logo engraved on it. I've got a glass cooler here with turkey call. Problem with me, I dropped a camera on it, I think, and I cracked the glass on it. So it's just going to be an ornament, but not like I could call up a turkey with it anyway. It's not the call's fault. It's mine.
User error.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I love supporting local people that treat people good.
Mm-hmm.
They take care of their locals. Cole Wallace with what is it?
Straight
Arrow.
Straight Arrow.
Straight
Yeah.
arrow. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can get him on here pretty soon. He done said that he's down to do it. And
Yeah, I know turkey season's over. I'll probably do more closer to fall because he's also a big bow hunter.
yep.
So kind of get it more relevant whenever we can get things kicked off and be more in. Because right now we're just kind of BSing over anything and everything. Of course, we got Iowa on our mind. Iowa.
Oh yeah.
Iowa's always on your mind.
Yes, dude.
Y'all aren't singing Georgia on my mind.
Yeah,
You're singing Iowa.
I'm holding up these are basically lottery tickets that I've won. I mean, I had to pay a lot of money for them.
You could get Vanna White to display them. Suckers.
Yeah, buddy. Like coming out of the shower and just.
I won like $12 on some scratch offs.
Dude. Well, who's buying the first round? I need 3 beers and no tip, please.
Actually, what's worse is that Tori bought the tickets and she didn't win nothing. I won all the ones I scratched.
Did she take the money too?
I told her I'd give it to her.
Why'd you do that? You messed up, man.
I messed
You're
up.
too kind-hearted.
Could have had $12.
You big teddy bear, you.
Him.
Could have been $12 unbroker.
Yeah, she bought the gas and she went in and get stuff. She decided to get some tickets. She goes, "Which ones do you want? I want that one, and that one."
Yeah.
I won
Sometimes you
2
just
out
got
of
to
the
put
3.
your foot down and just be the man. I mean,
Yeah.
slap them around a little bit.
You ever heard of Cupid in a chokehold?
Not that I do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Megan.
You're gonna.
I'm gonna get a
you're
black
pay for
eye
that later.
Hey, if you need a place to stay, I got a couch downstairs. It stays nice and cold down here.
It does feel good down here.
Dude, it does. I turned the AC down a little bit earlier. It was on 74 up there. But it just stays cool down here, but I'm already hot.
That's basement stuff.
Yeah, dude, I love it. It's half in ground. It just stays
When
nice
I used
and
to
cool.
live, when I used to live in the basement there at the Oakbriar house, that was awesome because I was on midnights then too, part of the time.
Trogdor wall.
And the Trogdor, he lives
Trogdor?
forever at that house.
Is that from a
Homestar
show?
Runner.
Oh, you got that. Okay.
Only a few select people in this world
Trogdor.
know what Trogdor is.
I remember that now. Is that something with the dragon thing too? You talked about?
We should've
Dustin
drew
used to
that.
draw that on everything. It was Trogdor was everywhere.
That's right.
He came out to our house when we were building our. Actually, it's already built, I think, but we didn't get the rock put up on the concrete wall in the basement.
Yeah.
And so me and Dad had been waiting for years to get it done. Well, Dustin came out there and found some of that old clay mud, and he started drawing.
I got it done.
On the he drew Trogdor on the wall, and just it stayed there, and then
The sun baked it onto the
Yeah.
wall.
and it just
Did
never
you
went
put
away.
rock over there, or was that a spot wasn't going to get rock on it?
No, we rocked it over.
Yeah.
One of
I'm
these days,
actually, whoever has that house now, the Trogdor still lives in their house.
Nice.
one of these days, we need to show up there at our house, and if they got something over there, be like, "You mind if we take these bricks off? Because I mean, there's something back here we want to see."
It's something we want to see. We take these rocks off.
I'm kind of thought.
Take a crowbar and start prying rocks off. And
What do you think it'd look dumb if I put some of them flat rocks on this wall a little bit? Would that look bad? And some tin? It's like an old barn tin.
That'd be cool.
No.
I thought about doing a backdrop here.
Make it look like a fireplace hearth.
Oh, man, I'd love to have a fireplace. I really would.
Even if it's fake, just make it look like one.
Yeah. Yeah, put one of them electric burners in there.
Anything creative that you do would be pretty slick.
Well, sometimes my creative mind put pen to paper or like actuality, you turn out it doesn't look at all what I had
But he's
imagined.
an artist. Look at that.
I mean, dude, look at that. That's a log.
That's a good log.
And that's supposed to be a bow. That's one of them evolution bows. It's so futuristic. It just doesn't even look
Doesn't
like
even
one.
look
No, dude, you have no idea what it is.
Pecan log roll.
Pecan.
What's that
log.
one bow that I saw somewhere? I think they showed it at the ATA or whatever.
It's the
this
evolution
year.
bow.
Is that what it
Yeah.
is? That it looks so.
Oh,
like
it's
the,
like an alien looking bow.
the
Yeah.
inside out cams or something or
Yes. Have you seen Kingsman? Movie Kingsman? Dang it. No, but
Wait,
it's
yes,
a-
I have.
Yeah. That girl, that really hot girl that has like no feet and she walks on.
Oh, on the blades.
Yeah. Dude, her feet look like the limbs on that bow.
that bow.
Yeah. If you put side comparison, it's like, oh, holy shit.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Like
Look
old
it up.
Tink Tink.
Poor little tank.
Oh.
Yeah, there was. My boss was asking me today. He's like, "Who's on the podcast tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, my buddy Logan." I said, "Heck, we've been friends since we was 12 years old. These are the kind of podcasts where when we get together, we're gonna share some.
Oh man, I was
just good old stories, and
yeah.
this is where you really get to know kind of us.
Yeah.
You know?
And see, this is mine and him Friday night, so I can go all night.
Oh yeah.
I'm on a monster, and
I wish I had one.
you want a monster? You want some of that one? You want some monster?
You got
He'll
one?
give it to you.
I'll share some of that one.
Oh, I'll take a swig.
Take a swig. Have you had that? That's my first time having
Yes,
that one.
I don't usually drink the juice ones, but it's pretty good.
It's not my favorite. It's kind of sweet, but I had some not seltzers,
Celsius. Yeah.
I think Alexa took them. I had 2 in the fridge this week.
She needed the energy.
Man, she says she doesn't get enough sleep. That freaking turd's been asleep at like 9:30 at night. I've been mowing and weed eating half the time till like late. You know, I come in maybe one a little bit of 11, and she's in there freaking gone.
Dead
Like,
asleep.
well, whatever. I say I get a shower and eat dinner.
I've been trying to get sleep, but then I got a baby. Try to wake up.
Nope. You ever heard of chloroform?
Yeah, that's what we need.
Asking for a friend.
It's a sleepy time.
Yeah.
No, like whenever us three in this room get together, man, it feels like it feels like childhood again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I
Big
mean, like
kids.
life gets crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we've went through a lot here lately.
Yeah.
You've recently lost your grandpa.
Yeah,
and,
man. Yeah, what a man of men, dude. That was tough.
Yeah,
but
that's
then I
tough.
knew it was coming, and he's home,
You know,
and he's not
That's
suffering.
good.
and
He's-
Tim.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no.
Oh, go for it.
All I really got to say. I'll probably talk about it later, but yeah, it kind of sucked. You know,
Yeah.
he's good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. And right after, I mean, heck, the thing that happened in Tim's grandpa. Or
Yeah, the
his
very
dad,
next
Tim's
very
dad,
next
my
day,
bad.
and yeah, no, hearts go out to Tim. Tim's one of our best listeners, I think. Tim Hill, his dad passed away. You know, all them boys, Jason and Justin and Tim, are just how often does somebody have 3 boys and they're not rowdy? I mean, yeah, they're rowdy in their own way, but they're good,
Oh, yeah,
like
good.
godly men. They're good men. They're fun to be around. They're hard ass workers. They are hell of a ball players. And their dad, Larry, you know, God rest his soul, he was a man. Man, he was a good guy. I never was close with him, but a lot of my family have been around each other for a long time. He's a logger. My grandpa was a logger.
Oh yeah.
So we paid our respects to.
Yeah, in
to
fact,
him.
I seen you that night.
Oh,
at
really?
The thing I was trying to wave at
It
you
was
because I was
busy.
like, we didn't even make it. You know, those funerals like that. That's what I told my boss Daryl when we was waiting there in line. I was like, you know, this is the dream of what I want my life to become.
Yeah.
Is, you know, where you impact so many people's lives.
Yeah, and he did.
That, I mean,
did.
you can't even get to the casket because so many people are coming to pay
Yeah.
respect to you.
Yeah.
You know?
And he wasn't a man of many words. It just his presence attracted people. And then of course, you know, Jason I still call him coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love that man. Like I would die for that man, I would think. He means so much to me. And that didn't come because he felt like being a good person. His dad and his mom and his family instilled that in him. It's
Yeah.
portrayed throughout all them boys, and all their spouses are really good people. Their kids are awesome kids. Like that family, I have the utmost respect for, and I'm not close with any of them, but they still mean a lot to me. I see what they do, and it's inspiring. And yeah, it was sad to say, you know. And I talked to Coach like a couple of days after we both lost our loved ones, and I'm like, well, said I hate it for you, but the world lost 2 good men this week, but heaven gained 2.
Yeah.
And he said they're probably cutting logs right now. Like, yeah, they've probably got the biggest set of white oaks and the prettiest set that
on
they've
the back
ever
40
seen.
somewhere,
Yeah,
And they
the
probably
biggest
don't
white
have
God,
oaks.
God walks out to his garden and goes, "What the hell? What happened to all the trees?"
What happened to my white oaks? Suckers.
and their joints probably don't hurt anymore.
No, man. Like,
saw never gets dull.
yeah.
No,
We'd asked my grandma like what age do you think you are when you go to heaven? And we're like, to me, I think you'd be like 30 to 35. And she kind of maybe agreed. She's like, I don't know. Like it's kind of like take away all the aches and pains. That's whenever like our mindsets seem to change, more mature. We get like that old man strength a little bit, and dreams and
I don't know,
aspirations are still
35, I
there.
was still, that was just last year for me, and I feel a lot of aches and
Old son of a
pains.
gun. Yeah, I know. I'm saying, I got aches and pains.
Try like back in the
Yeah.
20s maybe before it started hurting all the time.
yeah, we was at. I've been going to this men's group at Westside Church here lately, and we do this thing called the Men's Alliance, where
Maybe next week I can go with you. If it depends on my leg, I got a nasty pull growing right now. It's not feeling good.
yeah, But it's a cool deal. It's like, where men get together and we do a 30-minute workout and then a 30-minute devotional. And, man, the workouts they do, like, I go to the gym every day. I work out every day, but I do more strength training, just to kind of keep my body put together, keep all my muscle, get blood flowing through my muscles.
Turn the lights down a little bit.
Okay. But, I mean, you talk about you go there, you're gonna feel like, oh, boy.
It's like a bunch of, like, cardio and
CrossFit
style
yeah.
stuff.
Like we was doing squats the other night, and this is where I was going with this. We was doing body squats, for 45 seconds straight, and I was going down, and every time I go down, my knees would go pop, 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 pop. I'm like, dang it,
a little snap, crackle, pop.
But no, it is a cool little program we got going on, and I've had several people reach out to me, since I've been going to it. So if anybody is listening to this and would like to come, it's Wednesday nights at 6:00 at Westside Church in Poplar Bluff.
Shoot, yeah. Where is Westside?
So Westside, like you turn, say you're going to going into town, American Superstores.
Yep,
it's right there on your left. Road, right? Turn left on Barron Road.
Oh,
and then you go down there, the old doctor's hospital.
Yes,
and stuff.
Yes.
As soon as you come down that bottom, as soon as you come up on that hill, you'll see like an old traffic thing right there, and you'll go right past that. The church will be right up there on the hill, right on your right. And there's an old pavilion in the background. And yeah, every usually we try to do it around the devotion around a bonfire. And like one of the rules of the thing, first number one rule: don't die. And I said, yeah, if you die, you get kicked out of the club.
That's a pretty good rule.
Kind of goes unspoken, but yes, that's a good one.
But no,
strong foundation.
Another rule that I like is, like what's talked
by choice.
What's talked about around the campfire stays at the campfire. So I mean, you're gonna have groups, guys from all
What do you guys talk about?
I can't break my
your vow.
Yeah, my
if I say it, they have to break rule 1.
Yeah,
just don't die. They're gonna kill.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
But no, yeah,
First rule of Fight Club.
It's definitely a good thing for men to get together and try to encourage other men. The Bible says iron strengthens iron.
Oh, yeah, man.
Like we've talked about here recently, man, you got death and everything else, and I mean, every man weighs on you.
It does.
You've got emotions that sometimes you can't really talk to your wife about that kind of stuff, and sometimes you just need good dudes to talk about and be like, man, look, I'm struggling. This sucks. And
because you got a bunch of like-minded guys that are all going through the same stuff.
Exactly.
Everybody, we all have a lot of the same struggles, and
we all face the same temptations, the same, daily things that we go through. Like last week, for instance, Craig, he was gone. He's the preacher, Craig Runzie. He was gone he's in the military. He's a chaplain in the Army.
Oh, cool.
And Brian Thompson actually works for forestry department, so he's out west fighting fires right now.
Yeah,
so those are two main men that help run the thing. And anyways, Craig asked me last week. That was my third week of being there. He's like, "How you care to do the devotion next week?" And I'm like, "Whew."
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
I don't know. I said, but I always talk about stepping out of your comfort zone. I was like, that's a comfort zone stepper right there.
Absolutely.
So I was definitely, and I asked one of the guys after I did it, I was like, did everything I say made sense? I was like,
no.
I felt like I was rambling. He's like, oh no. He's like, you did good. I'm like, phew. I said, when I'm standing there and I'm the only one talking and everybody's eyes are looking on me, I feel weird.
Hear ye.
7 years ago.
I remember when you put that on a Facebook thing one time. I think Tori posted it and was like, if I get so many comments on this, Logan has to do something. Or I get to smash an egg on his head or something.
Really?
And Dustin starts quoting the Emancipation Proclamation word by word in the comment section. So
dude, I couldn't say one word.
I remember that, but I can't remember.
He said the whole thing. It's like 7 years ago, and our forefathers and da 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 da. I don't even know. I don't know it all. But he just started quoting the
da 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 da. Only you.
I'm like, those things that you remember from high school. Like, where did that come from? Yeah. You Googled it.
I do remember that. That's funny.
You had all the information between those ears.
It's funny when you
didn't really realize you had much between the ears.
I know.
No, talking about the same guy. I remember a teacher calling him out for flexing his muscles in class.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
He's sitting there
Look at him now, freaking guns, dude.
Yeah.
The things are illegal in 48 states. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I tell her it paid off.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
I'll tell her right now. Message her. Hey, listen here.
No.
She like we're sitting there in English class. And this is back when you were going to the gym all the time in high school, and you thought you were like really like big. So now you're like, I think you're way bigger than you were then. But he was just sitting there like, and we're talking, and everybody kind of stops because she's like, she's like stopping her lesson, and Dustin.
And I was told ADD mine was going. I'm looking at my left one and my right
completely
one.
oblivious to what's going on in class, and she, like so we all turn and we're all like looking and watching Dustin, and he's just sitting there like flexing this arm, he flexes this arm, he flexes this arm, and she's like, Dustin, are they big enough? And she, huh? They could be bigger.
Call the veterinarian. These puppies are sick.
Yeah. He's like, they could be bigger. That's why I go to the gym.
Yeah, a lot of things in life I don't realize are like talents or blessings that God has given me until like I get older. Like you remember how I used to. I'd always be able to. I used to do this on Facebook. In fact, like when Facebook was a thing before, like it really got back when we were, I don't know, early 20s, maybe late teens. I used to do these analogies. You remember, and like I related things to like fishing or hunting stories.
I don't remember that.
You don't
I
remember
did that
that?
in college, like a bunch of papers. I
was always able to relate things to stories. I could take hunting and be like, dude, that's exactly what Dayton's like. And I could like bring points of why they're the same. And it's like. I just thought I was being goofy and, like stuff like that. But then like you get older and you're like, man, I could use that constructively and do something with that. Like that's
instead of being told you have to sit there and learn about pi and all this other crap that you're never going to use.
George Washington.
Yeah. Dude,
which I mean,
that guy he wasn't even important.
I don't want to put the insignificance of our founding fathers, that's for sure. But
proclamation comes out again.
But that's definitely like ADD. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like I've never been diagnosed with it, but I definitely
learn to harness it.
Yeah. I definitely feel like there's something. ADD is not a bad thing.
No.
If you know how to harness it, if you know how to take it, and you know how to.
If you apply it in the right, it can be really like you can be super effective at things if you can keep your mind on one thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
You get started on something though, and then it's like, why don't we do this over here?
It's like ADHD people that it tends to have like one or two things that they will focus on like to the extreme, and everything else is like probably not. So like it is a good thing, and sometimes it sucks until you get that 30s age where you realize. Oh, this is where I can actually channel it and use it for something good. It's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, and it feels like weird in your 30s because, like, I feel like I'm in a shell out here, and I'm looking outside of my body. And this is weird. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't know if everybody feels like this, but, like, you feel like you're in a shell, like, looking outside of your body, and you see, like, your whole life, everybody's been like, they'd say something like, you're good at you pick up something and you master it or something like that. And I was like, in my mind at the time, I'm just like, well, it's just, I do it, like I put my mind to it. But then like when you actually back up and you look and you're like, man, you're good at that. But I've always been bad about dropping it.
Yeah.
Like I'll master something and I'll drop it. And it's like, man, if I can just get over that curve now of mastering it and just keep mastering it every day. And that's where the fitness.
When you used to play guitar all the time, and then you just kind of stopped playing for a while.
I said I was going to pick it up after we had that jam session, and I still want to. But it's like, I got to sit down and do it. I got a lot of editing to do. I got to sit down and do it.
Dude, I ran when I talked to Bobby the other night.
You see him? Yeah, he was there.
Like I looked up and I'm like, oh, dude. So I went over and I smacked him with the arm. And we talked for a while, and dude, I mean, that after I talked to him and stuff like that, dude, and listened to his music, listened to him play that fiddle. Like all of a sudden, dude, like I was inspired. I was like, I need to learn the fiddle again. Like that's what I need to do. And then it's like you get bogged down by everything else. I mean, heck, you got life and everything. Real estate that I'm trying to deal with right now. It's like I'm trying to learn how to taper that ADD. Because I've always been bad about what's the word I'm looking for? when you think about several different things, it's hard for you to multitask.
Oh,
Yep. What women can do, men cannot.
Yeah, and that's something I've always been bad at, but I'm definitely getting a learning on that. You know, like
I don't think our brains are they're not the same. Like there's no way that
Oh, I know they're
they
not
can
the
be
same.
worrying about all that stuff at one time,
Exactly.
and I'm over here like I need to focus on this because if
Yeah.
I try to do all too much at once, it's just gonna
I'll
be
never
a
get
mess.
anything accomplished. I'll just run around and I'll pick up things. Have you ever so if I went in here and I started cleaning this room, I would find things that I put in there June of last year when I moved in and be like, oh wow.
Yeah. I did the
That's
same
cool.
thing when I was a kid. Go clean your room. So then I go start cleaning, and then I
Man.
find this like one toy, and I'm like, I hadn't seen
Yep.
this in a long time. Start playing with it, and
Yep,
I completely
yep,
stop
yep.
cleaning my room.
I'd make a bigger mess. I'd find something in a duffel bag, and that would bring out all this other ideas, and I'd bring all these things out, put them on the floor, and I had this big freaking mess.
Then your mom comes in. Why didn't you clean your room?
Yeah, I'm the world's worst. I still don't. I'm like, I'm unorganized, but as long as you don't mess with my stuff, I know where it's at. I guess you call it clutter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, look at my ping pong table right now.
People are saying it's
Good
It's
night.
clutter. You're like, I know exactly where that's supposed
Well,
to be.
and Alexa
where it
keeps
is.
bringing boxes in here, and I gotta bring a stop to that.
You're organized, or you're cluttered, but you're organized in your clutter.
Yeah, like
you
there's
know
a
where
word for that.
there's a rhyme for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, it don't make sense to nobody else who walk in.
And
and
especially
holy
when it
crap.
comes to this electrical stuff or electronic
Yeah,
stuff.
I gotta.
It's not like hoarder clutter where you don't even know what's in there. It's just a collection of stuff. You're like, I know I have this. It
Yes.
might just be underneath some other stuff, but I know
Yeah.
it in the general area where it should be.
I feel like a bunch of old men with a.
Yeah, Alexa may be here.
I think she's home.
See if it shows. No, she's still in Piedmont. She's getting her lashes done. So I was supposed to tell the kids like, "Hey, if you get your stuff done, I'll get you some ice cream." Where Alexa was going to. Well, I kind of wanted some ice cream, so when I picked him up, the first thing out of Archer's mouth, "Daddy, can we get ice cream?" I'm like, "Hell yeah,
Yeah, we can.
Where'd you go to? Midway?
yeah."
Yep.
Got them some baby cones, and I got a Reese's peanut butter blizzard.
Ooh. Yeah.
And
After,
I'm burping it up, and I'm bloated. I don't do well with milky milk.
so you talk about that today at work. We had a stand up for safety day at MoDOT.
Oh yeah,
And so we cooked pork steaks or
Clean the floor.
pork steaks. And
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, real creative.
classic.
Call that a Peter.
No, we had pork steaks, and then a couple guys made homemade ice cream. Dude,
shoot,
you
yeah.
want to talk about getting? I was a glutton. Those pork steaks. It's
hard to beat a pork steak.
Greg Gower, dude, that sucker can cook some pork steaks. Now he wraps them in foil, and I mean, you can cut them with a plastic fork and just eat them like that. Man, it's like ice cream of the meat world.
Yeah.
And then you move on to the homemade ice cream, and you're like, oh, dude.
Yeah, my mom and grandma made some homemade ice cream at Ruby's birthday when we had it over there at their house on the river, and yeah, it just hit the spot. We're down there we're sitting down there on the river, and mom comes down. Got
That
the bowl,
annoying ass sound.
No, she made it, and then so up at the house, and then
Oh, okay.
they brought
Yeah.
the drum down, and we started scooping it out, but having a bowl of like homemade ice cream right there on the river.
Was it the fresh homemade ice cream, or was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that's where it's at. Like, I mean, I like homemade ice cream after it's frozen, and then you gotta like basically break utensils.
Yeah, it's
dry.
a block of ice. It's literally
you gotta get
ice.
it when it's fresh made.
Yeah, yeah. It's not real good to
or put it in a microwave, let it sit out for 10 minutes. But who wants to do that?
something about it.
You know, you got ice cream on your mind. You don't
Yeah.
want to like pull it
Well,
out and be like, okay, I'm
And
gonna
it's
wait
like
for 10.
if you don't eat it soon, it goes from like ice to just water.
Liquid, quick.
It's very yeah. By the time you get done
homemade
with
ice
your bowl,
cream melts quick. Yeah.
you're just slurping it down.
You all right there? Need some
I
mouth to
shouldn't have done
mouth.
that.
I was trained.
I got that
I was trained.
spearmint chaw in and swallowed, and I got finger and bugs in my dude. Weed eating and mowing this last week. I woke up with so many daggum eye boogers and freaking.
Oh man.
Every
it's
time I go
irritating.
mow, I end up like the next day. I wake up, I'm all. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't
'Cause-
wear. I have been doing good and wearing ear protection.
Yeah. I don't do that.
I don't either, but I mean I do now.
I need a full on face guard and
You really should.
eye like goggles or something because I get
Yeah.
it. And my allergies though, like and so all
Do
that
you get
dust
them
and
bad?
stuff, it gets
Yeah.
me flared up every time.
I'm weed eating like this, even though I got safety glasses on, because somehow it's going to go in your eye.
Yeah.
It's
So
inevitable.
here's a PSA that I talked at the little 4th of July benefit we had at Elsinore. I was talking.
I was
to
going to
one,
go to that. We didn't make.
I was talking to one of the locals, Skylar Burkhart. He's got him a little lawn mowing business, and just I don't know if it was last year, not too long ago. He said he was, telling a guy what to do, and he was mowing a growed up yard, and he said he turned around to look or something like that, and he said, I guess that mower picked up a 5-gallon bucket handle and slung it.
No kidding.
And, I mean, slapped him right in the eye, and I mean, he's lost all eyesight out of that.
Man,
It's like,
terrible.
pretty much
it ripped. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Ugh.
that scares me.
So it's like, okay, now I kind of see why it's nice to have, safety glasses, and because at any moment like that, you don't.
Yeah. Man.
Crazy. Little things like that, you wouldn't expect that to come. And then the next thing you know, whack.
Talking about like safety, I know sea ticks and crap are bad right now, but if you're going out checking cameras and bucks, you saw a big buck right down from the house a minute ago. Put new straps on your stands.
Yes.
Check them. Don't check them. Replace them as you're going up. You can go on Amazon, get them like orange ones with 500-pound tensile strength or whatever. Like that'll last this
bunch
year.
Of new packs of ratchet straps.
Yeah, man. Because like Trevor's coming, he'll be here in a couple of weeks, and he's prime example of letting ratchet straps stay on too long, and they break. And then,
I thought his was a climber.
No, he was in a hang-on stand. He was already in that stand. He took it down, moved it.
When he fell and broke his leg.
Yeah, when he broke his leg, he was in a hang-on stand. So buy some freaking new straps and put them on. Spend your $100 if you got a bunch of stands. 2 new straps is all you need per set, and you're good.
An ex of mine back years ago, her stepdad broke his back.
Yeah.
On a ladder stand, he climbed up there and it strap popped or something, and the thing just come off the tree, and he went back. He went backwards.
Well,
and he was wearing the the whole turtle shell and everything for a long. Because
man, nobody wants to be.
That's
in that.
scary. You go falling off a ladder stand like that backwards.
Yeah.
You remember when Megan fell out of that one? I think
she was hung up.
I think you were with us the week before when we were. Remember we'd go out there and check all the stands, and I mean we checked them, make sure they was all right, but still they were over a year old ratchet straps, in a tree. Yeah. And opening evening of bow season, I was sitting there in my stand, and I just climbed up. Just got my bow set up, and next thing you know, my wife's calling me. I'm like, why is she calling me? Either she killed a deer or something's wrong. So I answered it, and all I can hear is her crying. And she said something about fell. All I understood was fell and tree.
He probably jumped out of his stand and hit the ground running.
I did. It was like
didn't even climb down.
It was a 12-foot ladder or 2-man stand. Dude, I threw the rail up and I jumped out of it. I hit the ground. I did like my little roll, and I
his
took
skateboarder
off.
Roll.
Don't do that either.
Yeah,
no, I wouldn't do that anymore. No. We were younger men then.
Yes, but anyways, I took
unless you're Matt Ice and you jump out of trees when you're 40 and you still don't blow your knees out.
He's different. He's just built
different. But yeah, anyways, I rolled up there and come to find out, she said she got up in her tree stand and she was fixing to hang her bow up, and then all of a sudden she said she felt something give, and luckily she was wearing it was an old school style safety harness, but it was just the belt,
Mm-hmm.
And she said next thing you know, her stand and everything fell out from underneath her, and there she is. She's
just hanging by that belt.
Breath taken out of her, and she said she couldn't get herself together, so she had to drop her
back
bow.
To your other PSA, wear your safety harness.
And then you,
because
you're a living proof.
That one was
you could have
hunt that would never be forgotten.
That would have made a loud bang.
There's an earthquake down here,
and I hope I never have to hear that one.
Earthquake down here at Corkwood.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Where are your safety shoes?
That was like that.
Got to ask Ethan how bad he was freaking out when that happened.
Yeah. Well, he had the experience, and then shortly after, we hung this set, and so. You ever hung a set like on the edge of a creek bank?
Oh yeah.
To where like it's not really that high, but then like when you look down,
you go up
really
30. You go up almost 30 feet. Then you see the creek bank down here. It looks like you're 40 feet up in there.
Yeah, that's how
we had like 4 sticks on that tree, 4 or 5 sticks high.
And so, anyways, we get up there and like Logan's sitting there. And next thing you know, like I feel Logan like he reaches up and wraps his arm around my leg, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out, and I was like, oh crap! So I just immediately reached around and I grabbed him by the, the safety harness, and he just, he's snoring on me, and I can just feel all his weight. Like I'm like, I tensed every muscle in my body, and I'm like,
freaky,
yeah. And I'm sitting there like,
give me the strength of Samson.
Yeah, I was like, guys, let me have the strength of Samson, because I said I'm not letting this dude fall.
At least I felt it coming that time, and I told you. And so we were more prepared. Cause like the time with Ethan, it started hitting me. I didn't even have time to say anything. I just started feeling it. I was like, oh no. And I tried to like lean back against the tree, I said maybe if I just sit back, I'll just stay there. But once I went out, my body just slumped forward, and I just fell right out the front of that stand, and it kicked sideways, and I was just hanging there. And Ethan was like, had no idea what was going on, and then he said he was smacking me in the face, trying to wake me up. He's trying to pick me up. I'm like, that's 300 pounds of dead weight. You're not lifting that with just,
No.
And
especially when you're standing on a platform,
Yeah.
on a tree stand, and you're trying to pick up. You can't have that much movement to get a good base under you. He's trying to pick me up, and
wasn't it choking you?
yeah, that's what part. Like I started to come to, and then I'd go right back out because it rode up on me, and it has a chest strap here. Well, that got right here in my neck, and so that chest strap was just sitting here pressing on my carotid and stuff, and so like my head was slumped forward, and like just you slump like this, and so that's cutting right there. So as I would start to like finally start coming to wake up, one time I like picked my head up, and I opened my eyes, and I was like. I went right back out
It's
because
funny, but it ain't funny.
I know
it was choking. So then we undid that strap, and I was able to keep my head up, and I could breathe and get that blood flowing.
Yeah, because thank God you got wide shoulders. Because think about if he'd unstrapped your chest thing, your shoulders would have popped out, and then the only thing that would have been hanging was, it could have. You think about your life and stuff like that, and that's a lucky.
I finally came to enough that I could scramble over and grab the tree, and I got my feet on the sticks, and then kind of climb back up, and then was able to unhook and climb down to the ground, and then I went and sat down, and he's pouring water on me. I'm drinking water. Then all the guys come running over because everybody. Who was it Mikey and?
So I was filming you that night, or we were filming together.
Yeah. Me and you were. We were in the stand together.
It was Mikey and Alton together on that
Trevor,
one?
Mikey and Trevor hunted.
Mikey and Trevor might have been. I think they come running up.
Yeah.
And then, Alton and Matt were together.
Yep.
And then you were with Scott, and then Mikey and Trevor were.
Yeah.
They were the first ones. They ran across that field. They were the first ones to get there. I don't know who. I think they heard Ethan hollering. Because we had terrible service down there. We couldn't text.
We got it, but a lot of people
he got
didn't.
like one bar, and they saw it, and so they come running over. And
that
was. But they got there after I already got down to the ground, and it was pretty crazy.
I'm glad you got that situation fixed. We wouldn't pass it out anymore. That's scary.
Well, I knew that now after doing it that many times, I know the culprit and what to avoid. So I've been taking it easy on. But yeah, I don't know. There's plans of what I want to do with, like for stands and stuff. I've actually been really considering doing the saddle route if you can get a saddle big enough for a guy like me.
I know some big guys that do saddle hunting.
But then again, it's like. Do I do that, or do I just go put out the money and go get me like a big Summit Goliath or something, or the Titan, whichever one's the biggest one they got?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Titan or the Goliath, I can't remember. Yeah. Either one of those big ones, though, it's made for big boys. Yeah, would be because my old climber, the old Loggy Bayou.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that is?
That's how I got. That's how they gave me that nickname. Was from my. We talked about it on the last time I was on the podcast. Yeah. I've had that stand since I was in high school, though. Crazy. So if that tells you anything, it's a climbing stand.
It's had a few years.
It's had a few years on it.
Yeah. No, I would definitely try to give saddle hunting a go.
I just think like it'd be so much lighter, but carrying all that stuff in the woods, hiking stuff in, carrying all that stand and backpack and everything gets heavy.
Either in your backpack.
And it's hot if you're doing early season stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought you just carry some climbing sticks and a saddle platform, and then. You know, that's a lot lighter.
You don't have to get high in a tree. Just find some cover.
Yeah. Just find something where you can get covered.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like hunting low is kind of the new fab with like Lone Wolf, Cody DeQuisto. Mm-hmm. He hunts like 3 feet off the ground, but like he takes people like by his spots or something, and they don't even see his setup. Mm-hmm. It's like it's so brushed into
the biggest like nasty cedar tree, and you can just get in there. And
he's shooting a longbow and just killing. He doesn't run cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dude is an absolute animal, and he's a fitness beast.
Yeah, he is.
God, he looks like an animal too. He looks kind of scary, but he's super. Well, nobody's screaming and hollering.
Well, you remember that time we climbed that thorn tree? I don't even remember what kind.
Locust tree.
Yeah, locust tree. That's what it was. Yeah, we come down there and
the only tree we could find to hunt the edge of this field was a locust tree, so we had to do it.
And
no, I'm not doing that.
The top of the stand was probably like right here.
You could reach up and grab it like this. It wasn't even probably 8 foot high.
Well,
we could grab
that thing.
The bottom platform and shot a doe that night.
Well, we didn't recover.
I said shot a doe.
Yeah.
Didn't recover.
I looked the footage, man. He had a GoPro on his head.
Is that the one that was on the highlight reel?
I think so.
With
Yeah.
the Luminant. Yeah,
He
they look
had-
good.
You see the green.
Look good, sounded good. Them things are resilient. Does especially. I mean, well, bucks are too. But
I think it just dropped just a little bit low and went right underneath, kind of hit more brisketish.
yeah,
But it was right there before dark when it looked like a good shot. I thought
Yeah,
I
it
nailed
did.
her, and she took off. And
Yeah.
we found a blood trail, and she made a big loop, and then she ran into this thicket, and we tracked it. And then right as it got to the edge of the thicket, it starts raining, and I think we heard her run off or something. I can't remember.
We never found no blood, really, did we?
We did find some
Right there
blood
at the
out through the
beginning?
field, yeah, and then we were finding
Yeah.
some little drops of blood. It
yeah.
wasn't a lot.
But yeah, dude, that was like one of my favorite. Like that was the time where I put my B-roll together, my after shots of like as soon as he shot it, I told him, I said, okay, after we watched her and did our celebration, I was like, all right, now we're gonna reenact this, like so. I said I want to get a close up,
Did the draw, the whole like.
close up of you snapping your release onto your bowstring. And I
Yeah.
said I want to capture all this before the sun. It looks like we're because it was right there before dark. So.
Yeah.
And yeah, it all came together. And dude, like when I edited that clip, man, it all come together. Like you're like, hey, here's a doe, and then all of a sudden you see the release clip on, and it just
It looks really good on on video
It does.
for it to be an unsuccessful hunt.
and that's the secret. That's the secret, man. There's don't ever look at what you see online and be like, man, why can't I be like that?
Yeah,
because
because you can edit anything.
yeah.
behind the lens,
Especially
it's,
now with AI.
it's a whole different world, dude.
But yeah, that was cool because I had that GoPro on my head, so we had that vantage point, and then you were filming behind me.
Well,
So we
'cause-
had two cameras rolling on it, and then
It was like a mind-blowing thing. I used to watch hunting shows all the time, and I'm like, how do they, every time a deer comes in, there's always a guy that goes, hey, big buck.
Yeah.
And they've got the footage of the guy saying, hey, big buck. And then
You never see the deer in the frame.
and then they've got the time to like do a close-up of the guy clipping his release on.
They're like 50 yards away, watching him draw his bow back. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like
do they
once
do
I
that?
put all, like I went to that film school, Film Your Hunt.
Yeah, yeah.
Once I did that, I was like, oh, that's how they do it.
Yeah,
It's
which
all
I-
like,
B-roll.
cinema.
Yeah, it kind of took all my dreams and aspirations away when I found all that out. Because I learned that after I started editing a little bit. I'm like, now you see it.
or you found
But
out,
you see
hey,
it.
I made a hunting video. It's 2 minutes long because I filmed just the spot where I turned the camera on, and then
Yeah.
the deer walked by, then I shot
That's
it.
where
Now that's all I got is 2 minutes of.
that's where it gets aggravating because I don't like reenacting stuff. I hate it. I will not do it unless I won't do it on like important things, but I want to get everything at one time. So that's why I'm running like 3 cameras all the time, and you got to go in every hunt like that's the one, and it gets old.
Yeah. Well, but it's cool. It was a cool thing too, like to me, like, because you're like the power of editing, like the
Yeah.
power of what you can make people. As a kid, you never even thought
Didn't cross my mind.
that they're like they had to have reenacted that. I mean, I'm sure there are some people out there because there's people out there
Well,
with
especially
minds
like
that
the
think
old
like that.
ones. Old ones, yeah.
But
it's-
for the normal mind that's just watching something, if you edit it right and you put it in a production, it's never gonna cross your mind unless it's just poor editing. Like they're like, okay,
Well, it just sets that whole scene. Like
Yeah,
you
it
just
sets the scene.
sets up the.
a lot of times
little
they'll go back
details.
days later and reenact it all. They'll find the same
Exactly.
type of weather, and to me, I don't like that. I don't know. I just don't like it. But I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well, that's production side. Like
yeah,
but
that's TV.
And that's the thing is like, I don't like doing that because it's not. I like being right there with it.
Well, it sets unrealistic
action,
It's
yeah.
unrealistic goals of what it like. As a kid, you inspire to do all these things. You're like, man, if I just run more cameras, I can get all these angles.
Like
but
an angle of everything happening all at
yeah,
once.
Yeah.
but instead, it's kind of the only thing that's real is the deer they shot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in all aspects of it.
Yeah.
But today's day and age with YouTube stuff, they're getting away from that, and TV guys are having to follow because that's network television is a dying thing. I mean, who has TV? Like not very people. You're paying for apps and all this stuff.
I still am a big fan of like cinematic productions. Like what's this YouTube channel?
Midwest Whitetail.
Yeah, I mean, just like how they put their cinematics on there, and it's just like the color grading that they put on their stuff.
They're very,
and just
very good.
how they do
Seek
all
One.
that, man. Seek One, yeah. There's another guy,
Yeah, their stuff is filmed like
Chris B.
big
Chris
time
B's good with it
production.
too. I watched a lot of Chris B stuff, learning about cameras and how to self-set up. He's a cool cat.
And everybody's got their different style of. It's just like music or anything like
Yeah.
that. Like your style of filming is going to be different than my style of filming. Like I'm kind of an eccentric when it comes to music. Like I mean, second I might be listening to fiddle music, old school fiddle music. 1 second I might be listening to some rap music, or next minute I might be a little rock and roll
Heavy
music,
metal.
Yeah.
oldies, whatever. And it's like, so I mean, I have and it's all kind of like stuff that I was brought up with, like certain things will trigger different memories of mine. And so that's like, when I talked to Bobby Lewis one time about fiddle playing, that's what he said. He said, dude, he's like, when I play the fiddle, I close my eyes, and he's like, I try to go back, and he's like, let's say I'm playing like an old 1660 fiddle tune, like back in the day, like before anything, and you're just out on the prairie. He's like, I imagine the scene that I'm sitting in, and I imagine the campfire in front of me and just my family sitting around. And he's like, and I just play that fiddle just like that. And it's
Start playing.
and that's like sometimes like when I'm editing films and stuff. So like I was editing that video for the One Room Schoolhouse the other day, and they all went out, and music is a big thing for me when it comes to editing. Like if I
Sets the tone.
if I don't have music, I don't have nothing.
Right.
Like without music, it's dead, because I'm like, it's like music is the magic key that it'll spike, it'll just start my engine. I'll be like, okay, now I got a bass.
I remember when you edited that turkey video that you hunted with Seth that time, and with Seth Phillips, and you had that gobbler come running through the field, and you got that, I don't know, some generic music that you were using back then. Like it was just the stuff that you could get without copyrights or whatever. But
Yeah.
it made a huge difference in the video because you timed it too. Like so, you started playing this like heavy beat, and it was like, here comes the bird, he's strutting, he comes running across the field, and then like right before you shoot, you turned it off so it goes quiet, and then you hear boom, it like fades it, and then the music like built you up to that, and then it like drop it out, and then it's just the sound of a shotgun blowing his head off.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, music is. I was explaining that to a buddy in the gym the other day. The power of music, like and everything, and like if a person can understand the power of music and really understand it, like there's more power there than you think. Because, I mean, music in the Bible, it talks about King Saul, he was distraught for days and days and days, and nobody could make him happy. And then the only thing that would make him happy was when King David would come in and play his harp for him. And that was the only thing that would settle him down.
Soothe him, yeah. He had like an affliction of the mind or something.
And like you talk about
Bump thing.
talk about like at church when you at the altar call, they always play music. Why do they play music? Because music moves your emotions. When you look at those sad commercials on TV about $1 a day, you could get one of these puppies. What do they have on it? They got music back there, because music sets the scene. If they played this dog commercial without music, you'd be like, whatever. But then all of a sudden they put slow piano behind it, and you're like,
You're bringing out your debit card right then.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't watch the sad puppies.
And it's not just anything. Like if you want to in videography. If you want to display something happy, find happy music. Put happy music behind it, and then all of a sudden, just in your brain, you're happy, and you're like, "Oh man, that goes good with the scene." Dramatic. You put dramatic music on. It's like da da da.
Draws you in.
Yeah. And just like Bobby will tell you too, he's like chords and different chords and dissonant sounds, when they're played together, they draw different emotions.
See, now he's getting into like music theory.
I'm telling you,
you can dive deep into music theory stuff like this, because people studied it.
Yeah,
and it
big
does
time.
stuff to your brain, like the music waves and like the or the different chords, and like it actually does. That's why people who study that, and then they go to like for people who like score movies and stuff. Yeah. Knowing what music or TV shows to add the drama
and certain frequencies. So certain frequencies. There's like a 42 something megahertz. That's magic, to where your body, it transforms something in your body. Like it's literally sets.
Well,
like
I see all these things all the time.
imbalance.
I play them for Ruby when she's going to sleep. There's all these things you can just get on YouTube and find it, like 12-hour things of no
the gray
ads,
noise and stuff.
of just like like noise and music, and it's just all synthesizer stuff, really. But I think it's at a certain like decibel range or a certain amount of hertz or whatever, that's supposed to induce sleep and like melatonin release and stuff like that. It's supposed to, and
and like those good videos we're talking about.
I don't know if it works or not, but
it's got to.
It goes good when she's going to sleep.
Yeah.
I go in there and rock her and put her down, and I play that and just put it in the background, and I go lay her in her bed and just let her sleep. And it has to be. It puts me to sleep sometimes.
Shoot you!
I'm sitting there holding her, and then I'm like,
"I'll be right in, honey."
Yeah, putting her out, and I go out myself, and we're both sleeping in the chair.
Yeah, no, it's got a scientific background to it. Like the music probably put on like Midwest Whitetail and those. I bet you they understand. You know, not only does what they're capturing is inspiring, but
something upbeat is going to get your blood pumping.
Yeah,
like get you, and
and
just like your workout music or something, you want to play something that's driving like that. It's got so many beats per minute, like a fast up tempo. It's going to get your heart rate up. You're up there, you're up there to work out and do stuff.
Well, like raves have a way that they know to keep above a certain beat per minute, a certain frequency to where like your body just it gets excited. Like you can't help it, but you're going to get excited. I've never been to a rave, but I know that they do.
You never
that.
waved your glow sticks around?
No, I can't say that I have. I mean, I would honestly, I'd go to one. Well, crowds nowadays are kind of spooky.
Yeah,
but say no, it's probably always been wild, but just the shootings and crap's kind of scary. Not for
Scott's
me.
going to Coachella next year, guys. He just didn't tell you.
Where's that at?
Coachella? That's that one out in California or something, I think.
Oh, I belong out in California.
It's a big, like, giant. It has all different musicians show up there and stuff, but a lot of them play the techno music or whatever, EDM or whatever it's called. Yeah, and there's a lot of DJs just playing sets of just people everybody's high out of their mind just dancing to music.
I listen to EDM music. They're
probably dropping a whole bunch of acid or something, and then just out there just
out of their minds.
Yeah. We partied for 3 days and didn't even realize like what happened.
Yeah, no recollection of what happened, but they were there in their body. Hey, this month is the month for Missouri draws.
Yeah, I didn't get drawn.
Management draws. What'd you put in for?
Well, I put in for the bear tag and the elk tag.
Oh, well, like the management hunts now.
Oh, yeah. No, I've been talking to a buddy at work, and they're talking about putting their points in to go for managed hunts, and I don't have any points. I never put in for anything like that.
I don't either.
So.
Me and Trevor got lucky last year and got Whetstone with 0 points, but he's kind of going to be in charge of that, looking up where we want to go, because he's going to. I need to talk to you guys about that too. He's off the same time that I've got 2 weeks off for Iowa. So I think we're going to bounce to northern Missouri and hunt a little bit, and then he's going to come film me.
I would love to go back to, even with all the people and stuff, something about going back to northern Missouri.
It's a special place.
It's not about the deer killings. I don't have any luck up there. None. But it's fun. It's
that oak tree that we camp under. I mean, that's it's something special.
That tree can tell some stories.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
how many times you guys pissed on that in the past?
I would never pee in camp.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Just Scott.
Just me.
He just pees the bed in his tent.
I don't pee the bed. I step right outside of it.
How many boots have been caught in or had a burnt log fall on them?
I know at least one.
At least one.
Man, remember the first year we went up there? I think it was the first year, wasn't it? Yeah. When it was just me, you, and Ethan. We slept in the tent, and it was, it was
like
cold.
super cold.
Yeah. And we had, that was so good memories.
We woke up, it was, because it was a rut trip, so it was probably early November when we went up there or something. It was right there. We try to call it the rut trip. I think they were rutting, but it's that right time.
It's the time of rutcation, yeah.
Yeah, the rutcation time. Yeah. And it dropped down that night, and I think we woke up that morning, it was like 19 degrees outside. And we're sleeping in a tent. And Dustin's got this he bought this super giant sleeping bag, super warm, awesome.
It was like a negative, what was it? Negative 50? Or
it's rated down to like 0 or
Dude,
something
it's crazy.
like that.
It was negative
sleeping
something.
bags can keep you warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a big sucker with some flannel.
Or your
in
mom
it.
got it for you, but then he got it too close to the
little Coleman heater.
Little Coleman space heater,
dude.
and he burned a hole in that thing.
I still got it.
Still got it, though.
Them little Coleman heaters, I guarantee, are the cause of a lot of fires and a lot of mess up property.
The little metal mesh.
Shoot you.
Great thing on them. Yeah. You got
that place.
That was so cold. Like that's one of those, like, you're in your sleeping bag and you don't want to get up and get ready to get dressed because you're just like, I don't want to get out of my sleeping bag right now.
Yeah.
As soon as I open that cold air hits, it's like, oh.
That place, man, I remember the drive up there that year. You know, like only hunting around here your whole life. You watch TV shows and everything like that, dude. Like, I'll never forget the drive.
It looks like
Well, it's because I told you that first year that I went and I called you and I was like, dude, you would not believe what it's like up here. Like this.
Yeah, I get up there, don't see a dang thing.
I know you're like, there's turkeys, they're 6 feet tall, and I'm like, oh,
That's called an
come on.
ostrich.
It's called an ostrich.
And we can't kill them.
And you were at the zoo.
Yeah, you're like, there's deer trails that are like this.
Tell me
wide as a
another one,
semi.
Logan.
It was, man. It was like heaven. Though I went up that first year when Mac invited me up.
Well,
and
that
I
was
just,
the year that big buck, it was out there behind Mimi's, the one I brought in here, the sheds. And so that's the reason why I probably didn't go with you that year, because I was like, man, I'm gonna.
Oh,
kill
the
that
one, the
buck.
big
Yeah.
mud scratcher you found? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just kept texting me. I still remember. It's funny how you can place moments where you're hunting, like staying locations and everything of where you were texting, because I was hunting on that. I mean, now there's a subdivision there.
Yeah. Not even woods anymore.
Damn people ruin everything.
Yeah. And I was sitting on the other side of that other high line across from the pond over there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I texted you. I was like, man, I think I found the giant's lair or something like that. You know, like
It's hibernating right here.
He's here somewhere. Him.
yeah, him. Yeah, huge, incredible monster. That
That's
was
clever.
Yeah. It's him.
I'll give that one
He
props
is
to my
him.
wife. She's the one that kind of coined that. Sorry.
Careful.
Yeah, I wonder where she got that from. It wasn't you.
We were talking the other day at work about my my way with words and how I'm not.
You are definitely a wordsmith.
I'm not very good at it.
He's an apprentice
Yeah.
for a wordsmith.
What did you say?
The egregious.
No, that was
That's a
great
word,
story.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a word.
So you've never heard that story?
I don't know. Say it again if I have.
So
Logan's a dictionary.
I have a large vocabulary, so I used a bunch of different words, and we were riding around somewhere one time or something. And I said, "That's just egregious," and I used the word egregious.
That's gonna sober me
in a
up.
sentence. And Dustin just looks over at me. We're driving around. I think we were driving around down by like Coon Island or something, and we were out there, and I was like, "That's just egregious." And he looks at me and he goes, "Ain't that some kind of swamp bird?"
Serious as a heart attack too. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
he was like, I was like, "No, Dustin, that's an egret, but you were close." So from now on, anytime we drive out there and you see them egrets, be like, "Hey, Dustin, look, it's an egregious."
it's an egregious.
You're like my 4-year-old boy, like asking a million questions about just random stuff.
Well, another time. This time I was trying to.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It's talking about words. The other day, they're all excited about picking stuff out of the garden. And
I used to love picking stuff out of the garden when I was a kid.
Dad, there's this. We got squash and this big bikini, big green bikini. I'm like,
Big green bikini.
I said it. I'm like, what is it? This big. It's got prickly on it. I'm like, a zucchini? Yeah, Dad, a big bikini. He's so funny, man.
Oh yeah.
The words. I'm
Some big old girl wandered up from Keener and
yeah,
she's
yeah.
wearing a green bikini.
We got
There's
a
a bikini
Keter-
in the garden. What?
She may not be a California 10, but by golly, she's a Keter Spring 7.
Another time I was trying to get
Catch
Logan.
deers.
And I was like, okay, Logan. I said, you're a wordsmith. You know all these big words. You know.
Walking encyclopedia.
So I said, all right, give me a word that
Thesaurus.
means incredibly small. And I was like, go. He goes,
wiener.
He goes, infinitesimal.
Wow.
And I was like,
Wow.
I was like, infant testicle. I was like, well, I
I
guess
told
they're-
you it was a wiener.
They are really small.
Yeah, I mean, both things are
What is it?
Infinitesimal.
infinitesimal.
No,
You know, I probably could have went my whole.
What is it?
I probably would
infinitesimal.
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 Can you put that,
with
can you
an
put that in a
MAL.
sentence, please?
Can you put
Swillies.
what is infant testicles?
It means like incredibly small or like not important. Like
I'm gonna
The
use
same way, infant
infinitesimal.
testicles. I mean,
Infant testicles. That's funny.
that is something I've never been.
I'd say the viewers are learning something. If you made it past 28 minutes,
Infinitesimal
you
and
said-
egregious.
You said something just.
it's been
the
an
other day.
hour.
Has it really?
Yeah, it's 58 minutes.
This happens every time we do this. We can just talk and it doesn't seem like
That's
time's
why you
going
asked me
by.
earlier. What are we talking about? I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
We're just gonna talk.
he texted me the other day, and he's like, "Guess who's coming on?" or something. I was like, and then he
I miss.
yeah, it was like Light Bayou or something like that. I was like, "Who is Light Bayou?" And he's like, "Loggy Bayou," and I was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, not you.
ooh."
That wasn't very.
Got somebody talking
That
crap
was a
behind
very
your back.
infinitesimal fart.
Somebody talking crap behind your back, and his breath stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him be quiet, old toothless one.
Yeah. Speak to me, oh toothless
Speak
wonder.
to that.
Now you said something just the other day because I remember, I think maybe I was on the phone with you or something, and Tori was listening, and she was cracking up because you said one of your Dustinisms or something. I don't know what it was, but
Is that the word?
It's
for
more
what?
that's
wonderful.
what it, yeah,
It's more.
when he uses his words, that's a Dustinism.
Dustinism.
So yeah, I'll tell you this much. Like, so, you know, you get into real estate and everything like that. Everything is. I mean, you got words that you
It's all Latin.
contingencies and
Fiduciary.
fiduciaries
That was our fun one during turkey season.
and everything like
About
that. Now,
fiduciary responsibility.
okay, I understand. I understand what these words mean, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna start using them all of
Yeah.
a sudden. And I mean, I'll be talking to other realtors. You know, I'll be like, hey, you know, can you tell me about this or something like that? I'll ask them a simple question. You know, like the other day, it cracked me up because I was like, you know, does this shed go with the property or whatever? And he goes, no, it doesn't convey with the property. I'm like,
That's not what I
mean, it just like totally like, I'm like, hold on a second, convey. What? Okay, that means go. Okay, yeah. I mean, go on. But it's like,
Yeah, sure. I believe you.
I'll pass that along.
That's like a conveyor belt.
I had an old preacher, man, and this is the way I feel like with real estate. Like whenever I have a client or anything like that, I'm gonna put the jelly on the bottom shelf. I like that term, you know, because
Yep.
it's like, you know, you don't care what all these fancy words. That's what you pay me for. Like I mean, I kind of know what you know. Like I've learned it and stuff like that. So it's like, but I don't have to talk that to let you know that I know what I'm talking about. You know, like
Yeah.
so. But yeah, it's funny. Like
You got like a book of words.
You ain't got to
like-
use those fancy $6 words.
Yeah.
no kidding.
I think some of the stuff that you make up
Billy,
one
I
time,
love you.
like maybe it was Addie was listening to, and then Tori. We were on the phone, and you said something like one of your more comfortable or something like that. It's more comfortable.
Well, I remember.
I was like, that's not a word. but-
Oxymoron.
Remember the Miss Collier English class? Like she used to hate me because I'd always say ain't or you know this or that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and yeah, my buddy I work with, old Hunter Hadley, that was on the podcast. You know,
He mentioned him earlier.
He's just like me, and I always tell Hunter, I was like, dude, you and me are just alike. Because I mean,
We're all
you,
like that
I'll
down
I'll
to the
be
core,
listening
though.
to Hunter talk sometime, and I'll get what everybody else is saying because it's like he's just like me. You know, it's like sometimes he was talking about something the other day at work, and he was trying to say peppermint schnapps. And dude, I don't know what came out of his mouth, but he said something like, you know, peppermint schnitzel schnapps or something like that, and only people that knew him knew it was somebody like you would know me, you know, and they were like, he means peppermint.
I know what he's
schnapps.
trying to say. Yeah, I can interpret for it.
It's like the old boy off a water boy. You remember that night when that hair day?
Yeah, farmer friend.
Yeah.
Who was during the 4th of July, after all the fireworks were done, a bunch of the guys were there around town just hanging out late at night. And my cousin Conager was there. Well, he put on a good one that day. And that's what we kept on saying. Every time he talked, I'd be over there like water boy. Nothing. I knew what he was saying. He was my cousin, but it didn't make any
He's
sense.
kind of slurring a little bit.
Yeah, more than that.
He tied one on, huh?
I'm glad he didn't have very far to go. Kid's a
Yeah.
mess. He's had a birthday.
Man,
Everybody had a good 4th. I mean,
Oh yeah, man, we did.
everybody kept all their digits.
See, I got all my fingers and
the
toes.
digits.
Hey, we had a scare though.
Did
like,
you?
For real? Yeah.
Really?
We were shooting off fireworks at my parents' house on Ruby's actual birthday. Her birthday's the 3rd, and so she had her first birthday party, and we went over there. And that night, though, my nieces and nephew were also staying in with my parents for the week or whatever, so they were there, and we just went and bought some, not much, like not crazy big firework thing, but a couple of those boxes that shoots up, you know, and they shoot the balls blow up or whatever, but not the ones you got to load individually. It was just a light the brick and let it go.
Yeah, let her go.
And so I like those because it's real easy. I can just light it.
And the kids are like, ooh.
Yeah, ooh, it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
Well, like we'd been doing a couple of them or whatever, and then I was going over here to light something for my nephew. I was like walking off away to go light something or whatever. So I wasn't there when it happened, but then we had just talked about what happened with me years ago on 4th of July.
That's what I was thinking the whole time.
I'm telling Tori and Addie about this story, and I'm like, oh no, guess this is what happened to me. Like, I had a real close call years ago, but so Addie is going and she lights the brick thing or whatever, and she goes to walk away, and every one of them in that brick shot straight up in there except for one. It shot out sideways. It hit her in the back of the head as she was walking away. I'm glad she was facing away because it would have hit her right in the face.
Oh yeah,
a flaming ball of like. Hit her right in the back of the head, kind of burned her hair, scared the crap out of her. It bounced off, and it landed on the gravel, and then it blew up, and it blew. Dad said it blew gravel up onto their porch. They're all sitting on the stairs of the porch right there, and it blew up. Kids are scared and freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh. Addie's crying. We run in the house, and Tori, we calmed her down, and she had a thump on her head.
Yeah,
it had a little bump back there, and it was
I mean, it was probably a
little
mortar about
hair.
like that. Probably
it was a little one. It wasn't even as big as the ones that we were shooting.
So yeah, like about like a.
Is this those little that come out of the
paintball or
tubes in the
something?
brick? Yeah, just like that size. I got hit by one of those big Magnum
No,
loads.
my.
It was like they're like this big, and they're the mortar shells, and they're like big around.
God was looking on to us that night because I mean, you look back and you're like, holy cow, like that could have went really bad, like really bad.
So we were in my parents' like 12-foot John boat.
Idea.
We always had 4th of July parties at my house. For some reason, I like blowing stuff up, and I like 4th of July.
Yeah.
We've got
But
pictures.
Everybody would come out to the house, and like we've got pictures of us with like giant. We'd go spend a few $100s on fireworks, and be like, we're gonna have some fun. Well, we're out there, and so me and him and Kyle Bratcher were like, hey, let's go. We're gonna do this the right way. We got all those tubes for launching the mortar rounds. I was like, if you can do more of them at once, you get more booms. Yeah. So I took a cinder block and put up on the deck of that boat, and I took 2 tubes and a whole bunch of those mortars, and I was lighting 2 at a time, and I just sit back, and the thing's blowing up like 3 feet in front of my face and launching up.
Don't do this.
Do not do this at home.
In proper man talk, everything's fine.
It's all
like,
fine.
We're good.
It'll be fine. So then they want to. They're here to help me too. So they take and in the back of the boat, like they're sitting on like what was
It was
the
me
back
and Kyle
seat.
Bratcher, wasn't it?
Yeah, you guys are sitting on the back seat where the live well's in between you, and so you got the big open space in the middle of the boat there. Well, they just took. We had instead of using a live well, me and Dad just used to use an old cooler that didn't have a lid, and we just put water in it, and that's what we throw our fish in when we. So I was like, just turn that cooler upside down, and we'll put a piece of plywood over the top of it and make a table. So they're launching their mortar tubes on the top of this
Not stapled down or not
makeshift table. And so I'm sitting up in the front seat of the boat, and we go launch, and he's like, all right, guys, let's do this. We're launching these mortar rounds. And my cousin hooked me up because he used to sell the fireworks there in front of Hefner's. And he gave me like the Magnum load mortar rounds. And I was like, this is going to be awesome. And I shoot mine off, everything, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Well, they light theirs. Well, one of them goes off before the other one. So it launches, and then that shock makes the other one rock forward, and then it shoots, and it launches that mortar round right into my back.
It goes through the boat seat.
It blasted through a plastic boat seat.
Wow.
Like an old formed green plastic boat seats. Shattered the back of it. Hits me like right in the kidney, and then it bounces off my back, and it lands like 50 yards away in the lake and blows up under the water.
Yeah, dude, can you imagine bouncing back in the boat?
Can you imagine what them fish were taking?
I'm surprised we didn't find any dead fish floating. We could have never scooped them.
Oh.
No, that thing hit me though
Through a boat seat.
and it burned because they come out hot. I mean, them things are launching out, and it's like a clay round that's got the explosives inside of it. It goes up, and then the clay comes, and then it blows upward. But dude, it hit me in the back, and it was hot. And I just hit the fetal position.
I'm
up
hitting
in the front part.
No,
of the boat.
at first you stood up and you're like, you're like,
Burn a hole in my shirt. I mean, it burned.
It
I had
bruised
like,
you?
yeah, bruised. I had like
Went through a boat seat.
abrasive, like abrasion
Good
marks.
thing it hit the boat seat and lost some energy, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it snapped that boat seat just all. I mean, it just
Shattered.
Must have been a single bevel.
Shattered the back of it, and it bounced off my back. And everybody up on the bank is watching the fireworks display, and they're like, "Something just happened. We don't know exactly what." They
They're like, is everybody all right?
They probably heard me scream, and I'm like, ah. And then I just hit the bottom of the boat, and I'm just like fetal position, covering up. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, because I remember he did, like me and Kyle, of course, we were in a different state of mind at that time. We were having a good time. We see that happen, and like all of a sudden, it was like I realized what happened, and I see Logan stand up, and he's like, "Oh, feels like a mule just kicked me."
Like I just got kicked by a mule right in my kidney.
And then all of a sudden, I look over to my right, and I just see this beautiful firework display, but it's underwater, and I'm like,
all the
Holy
colors,
cow.
the pretty colors in the explosion right underneath the surface of the water.
I was like, that could have been bad, like really bad. Like, but like we were so having a good time, it was just like. But that's anybody that's listening to this, don't do that. Learn from.
No, them things like they kick whenever they go off.
I
You
can't
feel it in
imagine.
the ground whenever you put them
I'm
on
like,
the
this
ground.
has to be somewhat comparable to military mortar rounds. I mean, these things are not like
Anti-tank round.
Yeah, just launching mortars out. I'm like, you don't even have to blow up. You get hit by one of those, it'll just kill you just by the force of
Yeah.
the launch.
Gosh, man.
Break a damn rib.
Yeah, and that happened to us at Mimi Eva's one time. We were shooting bottle rockets off down there below the pool. Same scenario. I don't know exactly whose tube or how it happened, but one of the tubes tipped over like that.
Yeah, always
and everybody sitting over there in lawn chairs, all of a sudden there's like, and you just see everybody scatter.
Fire going.
You guys said you want an exciting one.
Don't be those people.
Yeah,
Don't be the people that end up going viral on 4th of July
Yeah.
for blowing up your entire fireworks display.
And your family.
Well, then my dad said that he did something kind of funny just the other day. He didn't realize, like, so after 4th of July, he was down there, and Mom had went and cleaned up trash that people had left down there by the river because people go, just down on the gravel bar and stuff. And she went down and cleaned up their little spot. And I guess some people had left a big bunch of fireworks and stuff. Well, she threw it in the burn pit and then had other stuff covered up over it. Dad didn't know. And he went out there and he goes and lights the burn pile. And then all of a sudden it starts exploding on him. And he was like, whoa, what's going on? Stuff's like shooting out of his burn pile. Like, you could have told him you put fireworks in the burn pit.
And fireworks is a dangerous thing to mess with.
But they're so fun.
They are fun.
yeah.
I love them. I didn't buy any fireworks this year.
You didn't?
No, and I really planned it. We were going to have a 4th of July party. You know.
We bought a few. When we went to Tori's dad the next day on the 4th, and he bought a lot of fireworks.
I wish you could buy them throughout which you probably can somewhere, but
Oh, Boomland. Is that laughing?
yeah, he's making noises.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like dinosaurs?
Yeah,
Is that a T-Rex?
I thought it was a scream.
I did too. His nose, he gets bloody noses sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
He had one on the way in, but I guess Oakley had slapped him. But they were laughing, but she like hit him like this right here, and I heard him say, "What you hit me? You didn't hit me in the nose, but my nose is bleeding." And he's pouring blood. He gets them.
Yeah. He's just got that prone to nosebleeds.
Yeah, my sister used to get that too. I've never really had one.
My dad was like that when he was a kid.
Really?
He said he'd get him in his sleep. He'd wake up and his pillow would be all bloody because he would just have a nosebleed in his sleep or
no
something.
kidding.
I'll never forget that time me and you was at Ozark Fitness, and we were sitting in the sauna. And like back in the day was Ozark Fitness. They used to have the sauna back in the pool room, and it was a co-ed sauna. So like, I mean, guys and girls could sit in there.
Really?
And they actually had hot rocks on there. And
Yeah,
you
you
could
pour
get
the
your-
water over
Yes,
it. Yeah.
the best one, steam
and
sauna.
the steam. And so like me and of course me going over the top on everything. Logan's like, it's pretty hot in here. Like I think we're good. And I'm like,
No. He's like pouring water on these rocks. I was like, it's going to make it bad.
yeah. And anyways, next thing you know, like I look over at Logan and he doesn't even know it yet, but he's just got 2 streams of blood coming down.
Well,
hitting
I
his chin.
killed him.
We were just laughing and cutting up. Like, we're just sitting in the sauna, but we're just laughing, telling stories, and just being goofy or whatever. And all of a sudden, like, I think just maybe all the steam and the capillaries got real thin or whatever. It just started, I'm just pouring, like, just gushing blood out of my nose. And he's like, oh, dude, you're bleeding. I'm like, what? And I was like, it's like running down.
And then talk about the rocks on
And
the
that
sauna.
the worker, like, opened up the door because
Yeah,
she
she had
heard
to
all
clean
the
it up, didn't
Well,
she?
she heard all the laughing, and she's like, what is going on? And like, well, you guys, we're about to get kicked out. And then she's like, oh, my gosh. And it's like, you're bleeding everywhere.
So
Don't admit to this on,
I know.
on the pod because I know what you're thinking.
yeah, I don't know.
You're still a member there.
Yeah.
You just imagine where this is going.
I have an imagination.
It was a stinky sauna.
That was was years ago. Let's just say that. Before the age of recognition.
Is the statute of limitations out on
Yeah,
Lord, I apologize. What? Oh my gosh! What was even worse? There was this. I don't even know what this kid's name was, but he was a nice kid. Like, I mean,
How you feel bad?
he was a nice kid, and he was hanging out with me, and we were talking. And like, I did that. I bounced. I'm like, all right, I'm out. See you guys. Well, he didn't have a ride. Well, next thing you know, they think it was him that did it. He comes up to me like a week later, and he's like, dude, I got kicked out of the gym permanently. I'm like, so if that kid's listening to this, like, I don't even remember what your name is. I am sorry.
He's somewhere with lipstick crossing out your name, a list of people to kill.
Yeah. Dude, the Billy Madison deal.
I mean, I do feel bad about that because I even felt bad about it back then. Like I was like, crap, I didn't mean for that. I mean,
did he know that
yeah,
happened?
I mean, he knew who I was.
No, I mean, did he know that happened, or he just sitting there like,
The gym Yankees member.
I think he was there with me and he was laughing with me, but then he realized he didn't have a ride. And I did.
You're terrible. Some of the stuff that comes out of your mouth that's true.
Yeah, it's all true,
It
man.
amazes me. It amazes me.
There's no.
That's
We don't have to make it up.
no. Yeah.
Man.
Some of the stuff you can't just make up. It's so far out there. Like that has to have happened.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah. I look back on a lot of those things and I'm like,
Picked out.
dude, that was funny.
I don't care who you are. That's funny, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that now, but
yeah. Don't put it past you.
no, you give me a rock or a sauna with some rocks. I'll definitely remember that story though.
So what are all the new ones now? Like infrared or something?
Yeah. That's what we have at our gym. It's a cheap
I
one.
see
It's like
you get in the sauna, so now you send
Yeah,
and you're
it
like
takes
sweating.
an hour. Takes an hour to heat up, and it only gets to 140. Which I mean, it's
Only
it's,
140.
It's hot enough, but like the old steam saunas, I get them like
It's that because they make
degrees.
more humidity,
Yeah.
I think, and so it gets
Right now on our sauna there at the gym,
Just step outside. That's all you need right now.
there's
Yeah.
a sign.
That's sauna enough.
It is.
There's a sign on the sauna at the gym at Ozark now that's built for people like myself. And it said, these are not real rocks. Please, whatever idiot do not pour water of any sort on these rocks.
They're just for looks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
At least we're covering our bases now because I didn't know that back then.
Signs are made because people have done them.
And I mean, even if there was a sign about rocks, nobody said anything about pee. Like,
Don't pee on the rocks to make water for your sauna.
dude, I did not know it would happen. Like, I mean, of course I was a kid. Like, I was so ignorant.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that. In
Guess
my
what?
mind, you said a sneaky. I thought you took a shit in the
No,
sauna
no.
and then left it. That's what
No,
my
no,
mind
no,
was
no, no.
going.
He
That ain't so bad. Yeah,
he just had to make his own water, so he peed into the rocks instead of pouring water.
And
on
it wasn't like
How
I
did
just
they
like
know?
relieved the whole thing. It was like I did a squirt on there.
How they know?
And dude, next thing you know, that sauna filled with the stench. And I mean,
pee smoke. Like it was.
it went all
ammonia.
through the whole gym. Like I was like,
No kidding.
that's why I bounced. I was like,
It started cooking your pee and then ammonia or whatever. That smell was. You must have been dehydrated.
Yeah, that's been bad.
well, it was after I worked out. I'd say so.
Had creatine and everything else.
That ain't so bad. I thought you took a shit in the sauna and left it. That's in my
Do
mind.
you remember
No.
the kid that I was talking about? Like he went to our church or something when we was growing up. I can't remember what his name was.
Speaking of pee, I gotta pee.
I do too.
You want to hit pause?
We can get pause.
Take a break.
Pause a second. Let's do a little. Feel better?
We're back.
Take
We're
a
back.
15-minute pee break.
Yeah.
That got me ready for bow season. Standing
Yeah.
out there on the porch.
Whenever I went outside, I forgot I didn't know I could see the buck from out there, my Glendale. And at first I'm like, there's deer. It's like for a split second, I'm like, wait, why is it hard horned?
Go get the bow.
Yeah. Yeah. I think every one of us took a practice shot from.
I had
You
to draw
gotta-
I
back
had
on
the
him.
imaginary bow draw
Whenever
down.
you see a bow target, if you don't draw back on it,
There's something wrong with you. I question your love of bow hunting if you don't draw
like
down.
You walk
on it.
away, you're like, he's been playing.
He's a poser.
He ain't serious.
He's a poser.
Probably shoots a crossbow.
Oh man.
No, dude, shooting crossbows aren't gay. Just the people that are shooting them are gay.
Oh man.
Just make sure you don't shoot them with the right type of bolts and.
What, you don't shoot an arrow with them?
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, here's a cool story, which I think you know it. But like, what was it? 2 years ago?
I think so.
I was first time I picked my bow up to shoot my bow.
Yeah, we were
before
at Leroy's.
season. I tried to draw it back. Well, I tore something or did something in my left shoulder.
Just
And
admit
so-
it. You turned gay.
Yeah, I mean, I turned gay for a second, and so like I was like, I can't draw my bow.
I'd be gay too. That's all I had to
So
do.
Ethan was like, "Here, I got a crossbow. You can shoot early season." So I was
Gay,
like,
is he?
I don't know. We might have just
Did you just out him?
We just opened the door like, it's okay, come on out.
no.
We're just kidding. We don't fully
Yeah,
think you're
no,
gay.
no. But anyways, I borrowed the crossbow, and like I don't know. I'm with you. Like, I mean, crossbows
Hey,
are cool.
You weren't able to shoot your bow, so that makes
Exactly.
it acceptable. It was
And
okay.
that's
You
where-
weren't a able-bodied person, and you had to be forced to shoot a crossbow.
Yeah, but I was like, I still don't really care for them because it's like one of my experiences with crossbows is I was using my father-in-law's crossbow one time, and this is why I'm mad at him. Still mad at him. I went to cock that sucker, and it's got a thing you step
The
on.
holster, or a
And man,
holster,
it had
The
so
foot-
much torque,
foothold.
and I'm pulling that sucker
hard.
up as hard as I can. Well, next thing you know, the foot brace breaks on it. Well, guess what? The butt of the crossbow comes up and cocks me right between the legs. I mean, like,
Cocks your
and I
clock.
was like,
Clocks him in the.
Here's the thing.
I was
if-
like, I've never had a bow do this to me. You know?
Yeah. You know, the thing is, like, I can't draw a bow back, but you can pull back 160 pounds of crossbow string. I mean, come on.
Different muscles, though.
which now-
different muscle group.
Yeah. My ankle's twisted. I can't shoot a compound bow. Okay.
Okay.
But
Keep my comments to myself.
I just talk a lot of shit. They're needed. They're needed.
no, but yeah. Nowadays the crossbows. I mean, it's crazy. One of my good
They're
buddies.
guns that shoot arrows.
One of my good buddies, he
Bingo.
hunts with a crossbow, and it's a 10-point crossbow. And I mean, that sucker, like
Kills 9 points all
yeah,
day long.
you just you just cock that sucker, and I mean, it snaps in.
Oh, it's
and
got the crank.
You know, like
Yeah.
usually back in the day, you'd have to have a decocking bag or something to discharge.
A decocking bolt. Yeah, I got one for
Yeah.
What,
dad.
you can't just take the arrow
Well,
out and pull the trigger?
This one,
Dry fire.
That
This
happens
one has got
all
a,
the time.
This one has got a button, and you just push, and it just like slowly unwinds it and just
unwinds it for you.
uncocks it. I'm like, dude,
That's kind of scary.
that's pretty cool.
That
but,
thing goes wrong, then you're
Yeah.
But
malfunction.
anyways, yeah. So early season, I was unable to shoot my bow. We go out there, and what was it? A groundhog I shot at.
You guys were in the bus, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were in the bus blind, yeah.
This groundhog comes out about 18 yards or so, and I'm like,
Stands up. He's
I was
that
like- yeah, I
chest
mean-
looking right
yeah,
at us. I'm
I'm
like,
like,
What
Dustin,
you gonna
just,
do
I
about
was
it?
like, just pin him right in the chest. I was like, just shoot him right in the chest.
so I shot and missed.
Yeah.
Never could
How
find.
many times?
Well, once on that one.
Oh, okay.
Missed him. I couldn't find, and we didn't. We looked later, never could find the bolt.
I was like, this
But
thing's
I
at
look
20,
like-
20
So
yards.
it's a bolt action
How?
crossbow.
So and then anyway, and I shot this thing several times before, mind you, like you
Yeah.
know, because that is one of my things about crossbows is like I don't want to use a crossbow if I don't, it's trust your equipment.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
like
that's where it kind of gets me.
it's not the fact that you're shooting a crossbow that I got a problem with. Is 90% of people when they pick up a crossbow, they're like, oh, it's a gun. I don't have to sight this thing in. I
No.
just point and shoot it at them.
Yep.
You know, like so.
80
Wrong.
yards? Yep.
I can hit that.
So
If you
anyways,
haven't practiced shooting out that far, you got no business pulling that trigger.
No, dude.
needless to say, though, I had sighted it in.
Too much
It was-
overconfidence.
It was good. I mean, I was drilling, grouping with that sucker. Shot, missed that groundhog at 18 yards. I'm like, and it looked like I
Dang.
smoked him, didn't it?
Yeah.
You were sitting right
I
there.
thought
with
he
me.
nailed it, and like we thought maybe he just because there's a tree limb or a log or something out there. He was
Yeah.
crawling around behind it, and I was like, well, maybe he just fell down on the other side of that, and we can't see him because we went and looked at later and we didn't find a lick of blood. Could not find the bolt anywhere either,
Huh.
and he was gone. He must have went in a hole somewhere, and we never found him.
Well, later that night, we had that little buck,
Mm-hmm.
It was like I don't even know, like a four
little-
corner. And I was like, normally I wouldn't shoot this buck, but I was like, I've never killed a deer with a crossbow. So I was like,
Cool.
we'll see if I can break,
It's early season.
break my first on this one. And what was it, like 55 yards, I think. And I was like, that's a poke for a bow. But I was like, they say these crossbows, So, I mean, I put it right there on it. And And I made the gun noise. You know?
Put it on my shoulder, look through the scope.
Yeah, look through the scope, and it was like,
Yeah. And like
I think it just.
I couldn't tell because we weren't using nocturnals. There wasn't no lighted knocks on it.
Yeah, and things are moving pretty quick.
Needless to say, the deer ran off. Didn't act wounded, and we went out there. Didn't find no blood. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, this is wild. And then we lost those 2 bolts.
So we lost those bolts,
and those were the only 2 bolts that we had. So we had to go to.
I remember that.
Yeah, we had to
borrow some.
We had to go to Academy.
Oh, you did? I thought somebody gave you a couple.
No, we went and bought some
those
new bolts. And then he went to go. It's like, all right, we're sighting this thing in, so we ain't missing another deer with this. Like, Dustin, we gotta get this thing sighted in. So we get up there at camp, get nice and stable. He's up on the old pump house thing, and he's sitting there like, we got it. Like, I think we're shooting 30 yards just to make sure we're trying to get it grouping. Shot the first time, it does something really weird, I think. And then we drop back one more time, and he goes to take a second shot, and it was like, what in the world happened? Because didn't it split? It busted the knock or something off the arrow.
And the second time, it broke the string.
Then the string snapped on the second shot.
And we was like, what the heck caused that?
What just happened?
Well, come to find out, with those kind of crossbows, like, you have to have those metal knocks, because if you had
knock bushing,
if you had,
it has to have a certain type of knock, and it's not the normal ones. So the ones that we bought just had a little plastic half moon knock or whatever, and it busted straight through that plastic, and it actually. The string hit the carbon on the end of the bolt.
And
that's scary. That put a cut in the string. We didn't realize it. So then when he pulled it back, lucky it didn't blow up when you were drawing it back.
No kidding.
But then when he shot that second one, the string just exploded. And we're like, it's just laying there. And like, what just happened? And it's a borrowed crossbow. And you're thinking,
So that was my experience, and I had to take that to the bow shop. I had to pay for get a new string put on it, and I got it all put back together. Got all the arrows with the right knocks and everything. You know,
found out that was the main problem. We didn't realize.
So since I borrowed it from Ethan, I made sure that I was all put back together, and it stayed in my house for like he never came and got it after that, so it was down in my basement. Well, I think it was last year actually. I was like, that thing's been laying in my basement. I ought to try to kill a deer with it. Like I'll sit on my own property and see if I can shoot a doe or something with it. So earlier that day I took it out, put it in the old bog pod, and I shot. And I was grouping. I was like, I'm gonna be shooting 30 yards. So I was making sure I was grouping 30 yards with it. Good. I take it out there that night, and I'm sitting there by myself in the blind, looking across the field, and right there, just like I thought, here comes a doe down the trail. Turns broadside. I'm like, I was like, here it is.
Here we go.
I got on there and I don't know what happened. Like it didn't kill her. I thought I smoked her. I thought I watched the arrow blow right through her shoulder, and I was like, she's done. And she didn't even run. I shot her, and then she kind of like hopped a couple times, and then I watched her, and she just kind of started slowly feeding off. And I was like, this is weird. Like, what the heck? I just smoked this deer behind the shoulder at 30 yards with a crossbow. And I'm like,
she should have piled up.
Yeah. And so anyways, the storm was fixing to roll in. I was like, crap. And this is real good. So I was like, I better go look for her, because I don't know if she's bleeding, So I walk up there, and I finally find blood. And I'm like, okay, I did hit her. And so I start looking, and I had my wife and my daughter come out, and we grid searched the whole woods. We didn't find anything else other than like 10 yards from where I found that first blood.
Did you ever find the bolt?
Nope. Never found the bolt.
See if your broadhead deployed or anything.
Yeah.
Turn that light down.
And that's the thing. Like, that's
crazy.
I have not had good experience. Everybody's like, yeah, it's easy to kill deer with crossbows. Yeah. Not for me.
I know. I know lots of people that are switching over, going crossbow instead of a regular bow, and I'm like, until I have to use one, I'm going to keep using a
There's too
compound.
much power for me. Like, I don't need something to go that fast to kill a deer. I want to watch my arrow, go in there. And when it goes into the ground, it's not going to bury into the ground.
See, I had the same, like I said a while ago, it gives you too much overconfidence, in my opinion.
Yeah, and
people taking shots that you have no business taking just because you think it's possible. It's possible to do it, but you haven't practiced that.
Yeah.
Because we were up in northern Missouri that one time, and me and Matt were walking in to go get my stand or his stand or something out of the woods.
Yeah.
And remember, we parked and we were walking in. It just got done raining or something. And as we're walking, I just happened to glance over, and like 60 yards into the woods, there's a nice buck just standing there feeding, like walking right along with us. We're just running parallel with him. And I look up, and I was like, Matt. He's like, what? I was like, there's a nice buck standing right there. It's like the last day we're leaving camp, but I was like, hey, it's a nice buck. And all we had was, we were walking around. We had his crossbow with us because we thought, go in the woods, you might as well try to be prepared.
Yeah.
And because you never know when something like that is going to happen. You just happen to walk up on a buck somewhere. And like I snuck up and he was using like this big root wad to try and like stay around. And he must have, I don't know, I didn't even think about the wind or nothing. But I was getting ready, fully prepared. I was like, I'm about to launch a bolt at 60
I'm
yards.
launch an attack at this sucker.
And it's like in my mind, I'm like, that wasn't smart. I'm glad it didn't.
You wouldn't do that with a bow.
It wouldn't. Yeah, I was like, I can't make that shot with my bow. So I was like, I would have just been like, I got to try to creep closer
you see
or
how
something.
easy it influenced you guys to take longer shots. Like, think of somebody that just, like, a lot of crossbow guys are just gun hunters with an extended season. And like I said, they don't practice with it. I'm not saying everybody. I mean, you're sitting there, the three people's watching this, like, well, that's not me. Good. I'm glad it's not you. But
Don't take offense.
no, but like if you're basically they're a muzzle loader.
It's
And a really good crossbow
It's the same
is my
thing.
cheap muzzle loader. It's a 100-yard gun.
It gives you the same mentality though of the guy who doesn't shoot his rifle to make sure his scope's still on before rifle season.
Yeah, my
Like,
dad's bad about it. He's like 30-30
Or the
was on
gender
last.
reveal.
Yeah,
We don't talk about that.
Well, Mikey done that. Mikey done that with 308. He shot and he shot and he shot and he shot.
At
and
a
shot.
gender
I'm like,
reveal?
Yeah. Oh, that guy. I think he
Welcome
had to
to the
reload,
club, brother.
He had to reload.
I did too.
It was like a 150 yard
I
shot.
shot 8 or 9 times,
Yeah.
That was a good
and
one.
I was 100, not even 100 yards away from.
Yeah, and I think I had told him like the week prior to.
My
hey,
dad told me.
His dad told Ethan probably told him.
You never shot it.
Make,
like,
make sure you. Well, because I was like, I killed 2 deer with it during gun season. Why do I need to shoot it
Well,
again?
man, I'm bad about the night before.
My
I'll
scope.
start-
I'm lucky. I think that I killed those deer during gun season up at Leroy's because it was that gun was off. I bumped the scope somehow during season,
You gotta
and it
shoot,
was
and I don't do
was off like it
Off.
was missing bad.
It was OFT off.
Oh yeah, own freaking program.
It was bad, and like then I get the embarrassment of sitting here at a gender reveal. It should be a chip shot with my 270, and I'm where when everybody's oh he missed, he's so nervous, and then I'm just like boom, miss again. Boom. All right, this is getting ridiculous. I'm just launching. I'm just wasting shells at this point before then I gotta walk up and get
Can
closer.
I say walk closer?
I think I'm filming. Did I film that?
You filmed it, Ethan. Half
like,
of
hey,
Tori's
it was
family.
It was all on Facebook.
Facebook
Live.
Live.
I'm running out of storage. Hurry up.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, just give Addie the gun or whatever." Like, then they start taunting me and teasing me. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
I would have been.
It was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I walked up and then I shot it, and Ethan was like, "Good from 30." We were just like, "Yeah." It's like I gotta sight this rifle in because, and I actually didn't even use it last year during gun season because I just ran out of time. I meant to shoot it. I was gonna shoot it and make sure I got it back sighted in, and I never got around
so
to it.
expensive to buy rounds for.
Well, I
You don't
had
have time to
boxes of
mess around
shells.
for it.
I had 270s. My dad would get them for my birthday or something and give me a box, but like, I had the bullets. It was just
Well, especially
I just didn't do it before season, and so actually it was before that early doe season, and I just asked Dad, "Hey, can I borrow that 308?" Because I knew he had shot his, and me and Addie were gonna go out, so I was gonna use that 308. Well, then we knew the 308 was sighted, so I took it and I used it at gun season. And then I'm like, man, I don't even want to shoot that 270 no more. 308 was awesome. I love that gun.
Once you lose confidence in something.
Well, no, I mean, I'll go back to it. I love that rifle of mine, but it's just I got a buddy that's got a lead sled. We're gonna put it in there this year before season. I'm gonna get it shot and sighted back in. And fix that
I got
scope.
a brand new 6.5. You pull that back. It's a brand new one. It's been shot a few times, but that's gonna be a coyote gun.
That's sweet sucker.
It looks cool. It's heavier than all get out, but
No, I think the
Tactical giant scope on her.
yeah, scope's funky. I don't know how to use that thing. There's knobs everywhere.
It's like a sniper scope. That's an out west scope. You got no
Well, it
business
really
with-
ain't. It really ain't. Like
No?
it's only like a $300 scope maybe, but I'm gonna take it off, put that thermal on there, but I still want to get a 220, not 224. I had that 22 250 is what I really want to get.
Yeah, that's a good round.
I done some trading on that one.
Yeah.
But
No,
I just took that 308 out last year, and then I used it, and then Addie killed her deer with it. She loved it, so she's probably going to use it again this year.
That's a slick
So I got to get my 270 sighted back in because she's going to use it because she was a little scared of it before she shot that first. When she shoot that little 4-pointer, I think.
Synthetic stock.
Yeah.
It's
Logan.
It's a Savage a 308. My dad got it in a raffle.
They're good guns.
It is a really
not
good
expensive
gun.
either.
No, but it was a good gun, and it don't kick.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Like, she thought it was going to kick real hard,
yeah.
and then when she finally shot it and killed her deer with it, she was like, I like this gun.
Yeah.
So I think she wants to use that now instead of the AR because she always used to just use my dad's AR, and because I knew it didn't have no kick.
Yeah,
but that 308's got way more knockdown power than 223, and it didn't kick hard, so she can handle it, and so she knows now. And she was like, "I want to use this gun."
Ain't no kid gun.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I think the the whole concept behind your crossbow poking fun of is just the fact of like I don't care who you are, if you really dive down to the center of it when you use a crossbow, it's because it's easier.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's the reason why I don't shoot a longbow. I mean, and I'm not scared to admit it. Like
compound's easier.
I mean, yeah, to do that, I would have to be a more skilled marksman. I would have to devote more time shooting my recurve and getting dialed in and stuff. And that's why I don't do it because I don't have that time.
Props to him, but like I don't even
like Josh.
Yeah,
Josh. Oh yeah.
I don't even. I don't watch any hunting shows when they're shooting crossbows, and I hardly ever watch them if they're shooting a longbow. I don't have any interest in them. None. I have zero interest. Are they cool to shoot in the yard? Yeah, they're cool, but it doesn't interest me. I love a compound
bow. I think the challenge of killing one with a longbow though is pretty cool. Like
it is.
No sights.
But
like you're just shooting traditional. Like that.
You're wounding a lot of deer, and people are like, all right, whatever. Yeah, you're wounding deer because it's hard to get a deer within 15 yards of you.
Yeah.
And then you got all the human error part of it. It's hard. It's hard to kill them with a compound bow. And they're jumping strings and stuff. And I know with you shooting a heavier setup and the bow's kind of quiet, it's still going boom, and it goes.
Yep.
You watch your arrow go down range. It doesn't intrigue me at all. I just love a compound bow, and they're so efficient. My shoulder hurts. That's bullcrap. You can get a 50-pound bow with 85% let off, shooting 280 feet a second, and you can kill deer.
Well, that's kind of like what we were talking about out there on the porch too. About everybody's got a different philosophy on times they like to hunt. Like I am an early season hunter.
I am too.
It sucks,
but it's rewarding.
I love hunting when it's hot. Like I don't know what it is. It's not that I love hot, but I love that time of year. Like I love not being miserable in my stand. And like heat doesn't make me miserable.
See, I'm the opposite. Heat makes me miserable.
I don't like the heat. I'm a ginger.
Me,
I don't like the heat.
To me, like I mean I kind of thrive in the heat. Like I mean, asphalt season and stuff like that. I mean, get a breeze going on you once you're covered in sweat. It feels good, to me.
Well, I've had heat exhaustion a few times, and I just don't do good in the heat.
Yeah.
Well, but and then all my times that I passed out was because it was early season, and I was hiking out there, and I got super hot.
Get enough water.
Well, my sugar would drop out because I would burn up all my blood sugar because at those times I was working nights though too. Yeah. So I'd wake up
and then monsters out the yin yang.
I'd go drink a Monster and eat a Nutty Buddy or something, and like, all right, Dustin, I'll meet you in the woods.
Here to
and so then we go out there and our hike into the woods. I'm sweating my butt off.
Yeah.
And I get out there and I just overexerted myself, and that's what caused me to. Then all of a sudden it just bottoms.
Yep.
I burn up all the blood sugar, and then I'm like, now I'm gonna pass out because. So I know.
Yeah. See if you don't.
I started doing that where I make sure I get something that's gonna keep my sugar up for an early season hunt, and I'll take my time walking in. I'll try to be like, we're not doing this. Hey, we're going to go in 30 minutes before I need to be in the woods, and we got to hike a good little ways to get back to our spot. It's like, no, I'm going to go in a couple hours early and just take my time walking back there, take lots of breaks, drink water.
Yeah. Water's your friend.
No, but it's a time of the year too. Like, I mean, it excites me.
But I still like hunting early season.
And there's a lot of people that, they won't step foot in the woods till October.
Second week of October.
They like rut hunting. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and they're like, I don't like rut hunting. It might have been you. I can't remember. But, yeah, I like it all. I'm not really a fond late season hunter, really. I mean, like by the time late season
tough.
rolls around,
It's hard to stay motivated.
tough.
I've kind of
I
gave
see
up.
my biggest deer late season.
Yeah.
And sometimes the most deer. Then you'll go 2 weeks straight of not seeing a deer. It's like, miss sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all spooked and
I wonder how many
It's
times
wide
Scott's
open.
going to hit his head on that sign.
3 more times.
Three more.
I know.
I've been watching every time. I'm
I
like,
know it.
bump, he just keeps bumping his
that
head.
deer. He's gonna have to move.
We should have put Trogdor. Have we ever done an episode where we draw Trogdor on there?
No, you blew the falcon. You drew the falcon.
You blew the No, I didn't.
Caw.
Just
Lies.
Isn't an outlaw, half Cherokee, and
Oh man.
But
Oh, Daryl, he loved being on here. That was a good episode.
he's cool, dude.
Yeah,
He don't talk much though.
no, he doesn't. He's very quiet, laid back kind of guy.
I'm picking up on some sarcasm.
Yeah.
A little bit.
He's a nice guy.
He's just like us, really, with the ADD mind. We
he gets
went.
excited and
Me and
talks.
him rode to Tim's visitation that night, and as he picked me up at Dollar General there in Elsinore, and as we're rolling down through A Highway, long trip down there to Silva, he's talking, and then like I'd cut him off saying something about, oh, sorry, man. He's like, oh, you're good. And then like he'd start talking, and then I'd start talking, and he'd cut me off, and I'm like, hey, you're good. You're good. When your brain thinks of something, you just gotta say it. Like,
If I don't say it now, I'll forget it.
he's worked there at MoDOT for a long time, so he knows. His brain's wired to things that need to be fixed on the highway, So we'll be driving down the road, and you'll just be having a deep conversation about something, and he'll be like, "That culvert right there, man,
Mark it down.
we need to get somebody."
We need to get somebody on that.
I'm like, "How did you even notice that? We're doing like 55 miles an hour, and you see like a little chip out, That sucker's getting under, But you can tell he's worked there a long time, so he pays attention, and I'd say he even would say that that's kind of a curse.
Yeah,
when
I'd
you just constantly pick up on what needs to be fixed and what needs to be. But he's one of the best
That's
bosses I've ever had in my life. That's for
He's
sure.
nice. When I'm watching people shoot bows, I watch like the mechanics of it, and most people are punch shooters.
Yep.
Drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. They'll get 100,000 views of like, and all the people like praising them. It's just kind of just retarded, but I'm like, you're punching the trigger. It gets me.
Punch.
Like they're just boom, and then their hand stays right there, or they'll shoot, and then they have like this crazy follow through. I'm like, dude, you just punch the trigger.
Trigger.
Yeah, I don't use that anymore, but I get target panic. Like at first, I'm really really good with a finger trigger, then I get target panic.
Oh man, I don't trust myself with them little squeeze ones that you guys use.
Oh,
And I feel
punch in the face.
All I got to do is just barely squeeze it too hard one time, pull them back, and it's gone. That's what I'm afraid of.
Especially the resistance for these little punch in the face.
I switched over to a thumb release back in the day, back when I was really shooting every day, and I was like, man, because I always I watched people that shoot them, and I was like, that just feels like a good mechanic, of how your arm naturally twists.
Yeah, because it's more natural.
And I like
the
how
perfect push up.
Yeah, how you just kind of come back like that. And I tried it for a while, but man, I started developing worse target panic. I shot really
I gotta
good
change
with
it up. I gotta change it up.
I shot really good with it for like the first little bit. And I'm like, dude, I love this.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I was flinching.
Yep.
And so like finally, I've been a trigger shooter still, and I still got it to where that knuckle right there, I even permanently bent it over at your house that night. Got my
Permanently bent that knuckle on purpose, right?
Exactly, just for bow hunting.
Just for bow hunting. Smashed
The
it in his
links we
trailer.
go.
Yeah, I was going to put the trailer, or was I picking your trailer up or dropping it off?
I think you were dropping my trailer off or picking yours up if I borrowed it or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I was picking it up. That's what it was. So it was on the ball, but it didn't fall down on the ball. And so like I was trying to scoot it, and
You know where this is going, Scott.
And for some stupid reason, I was sticking my hand over there, and I bumped it with my knee, and all of a sudden, boom! It
let
fell
loose.
And like my fingers smashed in there, and I'm.
Were you
screaming.
borrowing my trailer? Is that what it was?
No, I think I was picking your trailer up because you borrowed my trailer for your wedding or something like that.
Yeah, so you're picking your own trailer
Yeah,
up?
I
I thought
think-
you were borrowing mine.
Yeah,
My dad's the other day, I had it here, and it was stuck on the ball. I went to leave for work one morning, and I'm trying to jack it up. My truck's too high for it to like get high enough, and it's all wet outside. And it's so sticking like crap. I knew better. I'm like, I better scotch the tires. I'm like, it's not much of a hill. I jumped up on the back of the truck, ka-thunk.
There it goes.
There it goes. I grab a hold of it, and I'm skidding through the grass. I'm like, no. Look, there's nothing for it to hit. But I'm worried about the jack getting caught, which it was wet grass, and that grass out there is like golf course grass. Like, it's really pretty. Luckily, it rolled like 30 feet and stopped, but there I am just dragging it with the dang trailer. I'm like, you are an idiot. Why didn't you scotch tires?
You know, one of the worst nightmares I always had is like a trailer coming off your ball when you're driving a truck.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Safety chains.
Yep. And I'm glad I had safety chains on one time because I was pulling out of Mimi Eva's and I had that trailer and
Forgot to put the latch down.
I didn't forget. It was just a janky. Somehow it got
the
wiggled.
wrong size ball.
No, you remember them old trailers? That thing would just get wiggling, especially when there was nothing on it. It was kind of off centered.
Yeah.
And that sucker would start jerking. I guess it just popped it off. When I turned on the township line, man, I was coming up through there. As soon as I got up there, all of a sudden I just seen this trailer going. I'm like, oh crap! So I just kind of like eased on the brakes, and it's like sound effects.
That's what you did when the trailer came off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need my brown pants.
You talking about the farting part and pooping your pants? The other day I was mowing there on 21 highway.
Uh-oh.
And I was going, I was on a good little incline like that, and everything was going smooth and everything. There's a big old patch of just Johnson grass, and I couldn't see nothing. And I'm looking ahead, trying to make sure there wasn't no box culvert. Well, it wasn't a box culvert, but it was a pipe that had a big washout right there. And dude, all of a sudden that tire fell in there, and I'm sitting there like, oh! And like my legs started cramping because I'm on the clutch with this foot. I'm like, oh boy! I just reach up, put her in A1, and just like,
Let's get out of this mess.
let's get out of here.
I say, all you MoDOT guys got some crazy,
Yeah,
got some
some of them
sketchy
hills.
stories about mowing with them mowers. Like
I would not want to do that.
some of them road shoulders are just. I'm like,
I don't know how they
you
stay on tires.
So like, I remember I've been on some before, like especially like if you're on a really steep incline like that, and you get that bush hog.
and then it tries to drag you down.
The secret to it is where you get up there, and if it's a steep incline, because you're not supposed to be on anything 3-to-1. So if it's too steep of an incline, if you want to get more mowed, when you get up there at the top, you hit that cut brake like that, and it'll kind of like shift that back end a little bit, and you'll let your hog slide down to where you're kind of like you're like,
drifting?
You're dragging
drifting.
it. Yeah, you're dragging it up the side of the hill like that. And a lot of times it's too steep of a hill, and that hog will weigh you down. And the next thing you know, here you go, whoa! And then you're just like riding it to the bottom, and you're like, whoo! You get down there, and you're like, yep.
How do you not pull the seat off with?
I know, butthole. Just there's stains in those
You got
seats.
the butthole grip.
If you ever see a MoDOT tractor, there's brown stains in every seat there.
Some sketchy stuff.
Yeah, some of them hills, man. I'm like, how in the hell do you get them things mowed? It's just like straight down.
Well, they've come up with a lot of rules nowadays. Like we're not supposed to have those tractors on anything 3-to-1. Back in the day, it was a kind of a free for all. I mean, like
Just go mow it.
Yeah, you had 6-foot hogs, and you're just trying to mow it. But nowadays, they really don't want you to stay off of stuff like that. But
I just send Hunter.
I've seen some wild stuff, and it's easy to get in sketchy situation that you don't know, like so.
Yeah, you can't see what's in front of you. The grass is so dang tall, and all the debris. And
Exactly. One of the guys that works there, I mean, he was driving on a shoulder. Well, you can't really tell like what the shoulder looks like. There's could be loose gravel. A lot of times they put gravel up there to pack it. Mm-hmm. Well, he was mowing on H Highway. And there's a curve in there called Devil's. I think it's called Devil's Run or something like that. I can't remember what they call it, but going up through there, and he was trying to get around a yield or like a curve sign right there. Well, when he did, he got off just a little bit too much. Well, next thing you know, the tires broke, gravel started sliding. Next thing you know, just boom, flipped it over right on top. And I mean, it'll scare you, but like that's the stuff you got to watch out for, because just like that pipe I about got it. when you're in Johnson grass, it's 5 foot tall, and you're just crawling through it like that. Like, dude, those box culverts and those things can sneak up on you real quick, and if you don't have them exactly memorized, like, okay,
Yeah,
I know there's
I was
one
wondering if
here.
you guys had like an electronic mapping deal where like, okay, pin here, because you can't see. There's no way, and things always changing with weather, and I don't know. I don't see how I don't see tractors on their sides everywhere you go.
Well, like we mow 21 all the way to Donovan, so like from 160 all the way to about K Highway. That stretch, man, it's a pain in the butt because I mean you got so many mailboxes. I mean you're
driveways and
you're in and out of the highway, and then you got traffic just wanting to fly by you and everything like that. So you're constantly turned around looking for traffic going out. It's a rough one, but it's fun. I enjoy mowing. That's one of my favorite jobs there at MoDOT. A lot of people don't like it, but it's very peaceful. Mowing the right of ways, like in the highways, that's the less stressful. Like when you're in the median, dude.
What was it, Larry Hillis that had the trailer hitch or the Reese hitch go through the glass, hit one of their cars a few years back?
I
don't think you were there yet, but that there, Larry. I think
Oh,
it's Larry
so
Hillis.
somebody's Reese hitch was in the median of the highway, and it
hit the mower
hit
and took off,
launched into the
It went
dealership.
through the glass, hit one of the cars, and destroyed stuff.
that's
That's dangerous.
that it is dangerous.
Well, anything
like,
that can throw a Reese hitch that far,
Yes.
it's got some power behind it.
Yes,
Throwing
'cause
it
they were on the other side of the highway and went in from the
and
middle
it's
of the
smashing
grass.
through windows and hitting cars and stuff.
Imagine, man, that would take you out.
yeah, that's why I like
Were
when-
people in there at work when it happened?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe the building was empty or something.
Yeah. Well, I had another guy that used to work at Poplar Bluff, and he was mowing, and there was a car broke down on the other side of the highway from him. Well, I guess when he was coming up or something like that, the hog kind of lifted up a little bit. It threw a rock out, and he said next thing you know, he sees the guy, and I guess that rock just like dead centered him right in the forehead, and like blood was coming down. So, I mean,
Dang.
and I
Could
broke
have
out
killed that guy.
last year. Heck, I broke out a windshield of
Little feet.
Yeah, Alexa maybe. Huh?
That's a kid.
Thought I saw something
Yeah, I was
taller.
mowing right there on the off ramp to
God,
come
she's
on to
still in
67.
Piedmont.
How many eyelashes you got? I love that podcast y'all did though together. I watched that or listened to that.
The last one.
Yeah,
How many eyelashes you got? I'll be
that what
honest.
she's doing?
I am behind on the podcast. I have not been keeping up with them like I used to.
This sucker.
I'm sorry.
what? I know he admits it
I
live.
admitted.
Now we
live
must
on
punish
air.
him live.
At least they didn't say, I'm all caught up. I'm like, what was the last two about? I don't remember what the last two were about. No, it's been, 3 weeks since we've done one?
That's why I was so jacked up about coming back on tonight. I'm like, I enjoy these things. These are times where you can just kind of kick back and just
Yeah.
talk with your good buddies, and then
No agenda.
meet new people too on some of these, like Cole Wallace. I'll be excited to meet him and talk to him, and
You
he's
never
got
met him?
he's got a good message. He's a good dude.
You,
me and him.
You never met him, you said?
I've never met. Well, no, I've never met him in person.
I
Like
see him
really,
when I pick up the kids from daycare. Sometimes he's there.
but no,
And I just
I work
yeah,
with
you
him.
work with him. I run in him in town.
I see him
all
up
the
there
time.
at Sears a lot.
we've messaged back and forth on Facebook
Well, he
a
comes,
bunch.
especially it gets closer to hunting season. He comes down to the shop, and we can talk hunting all day long. Like,
Yeah.
we get in trouble. He's like, I gotta go. I gotta actually have class. We're like, no, stay and talk deer hunting for a while. And he would too.
Oh,
yeah.
Or he said turkey season. Man, he gets ate up.
He's
He loves
obsessed
turkey
with
hunting.
That's
and
like I don't.
making those calls, and man, it's just
Yeah.
like he's got a passion for it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm not
though.
a turkey hunter, and like now that it's over, like I don't even want to think about turkeys. So that's why maybe closer to bow season, where
Yeah.
he bow hunts too.
That's what's crazy too about thinking about, sometimes you wonder, if God's real or whatever. So, I messaged him one time about being on the podcast, and he said he wasn't really ready at the time. And then I can't remember what it was. I was going through something, like I was stressed out that day. I had a lot of stuff on my mind, and I was just having one of those days where I was like, man, everything was going wrong and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I get a text from him or a message on Facebook. He's like, hey, brother. He's like, hey, something was just laid on my heart. He's like, to, pray for you. And he's like, I've been thinking if you, about the podcast, and if you want to try it, we'll do it. And I was just like, I mean, I almost brought tears to my eyes because I was like, golly, like, like that's the power right there. Like if he could, and then, I had another crazy happenstance happen the other night. And I say happenstance, but I mean, I believe it's a divine thing. So when your grandpa passed away, Alton called me. Cause like
he tried calling me. I was going to say this.
Yeah, as soon as you told me that you had word that your grandpa passed away, like man, I remember like seriously, like I right there at work, I started praying. I was like, God, comfort Scott. Give him and his family peace. And I mean, I was like, God, let him feel that peace that comforts everything. And I said, let him know that I'm there with him. And like. I get home that night and Alton calls me and he's like, dude, have you talked to Scott? And I was like, because this is where I'm trying to connect this with. Yeah. As I was driving home, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, I wonder if, the power of prayer, they say prayer really, really, is a powerful thing. And that, and so like, as I'm driving down 60 highway and stuff, that's what I was thinking about. I mean, it was really heavy on my heart. And so I was thinking about that. And when Alton called me, he's like, hey, have you talked to Scott? And I was like, well, I said, yeah. I said, I just talked to him. I said, his grandpa just passed away. He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, dude, he's like, something was on my heart. He's like, I knew something was wrong. And he's like, and that's why I called you to, and I was like, man.
Yeah, he called me and I had just pulled up to the nursing home. I didn't know he was gone. In all aspects, I didn't know, but I came back just to, if he was there, I wanted to see him, but they'd already taken him. And as soon as I pulled up, Alton calls me, and I'm like, I can't answer it right now. And I messaged him back, like, hey, I just had a death in the family. He said, well, I guess that's the reason why I felt like I needed to call you. He said something just told me I needed to check on you. He said, so I called. I'm like, man, that's crazy. Like I pulled into my grandpa's last moments, and he calls me thinking some reason he just needed to call me. So it's just crazy how that all came around. Like, dude, I really appreciate that. Like, yeah, he just passed away literally a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it's crazy though how like spiritual, like, because as I was praying, I was thinking like, I wonder if he, I wonder if Scott can feel anything, like.
Well, it was crazy. Like I was just kind of numb. It's like I knew it was coming. It sucks. I'm glad he's gone in a better place. But still, it's like he's my grandpa and somebody really close with. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, I felt calm, kind of relieved. But like, dang, man, it sucks. Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, I think it definitely plays a toll because I didn't know how I would feel in the moment. Mm-hmm. It's not something you can prepare for. And then I felt like okay. Mm-hmm. I was okay.
Just having that.
And I've still been like, tonight's the first night that I've like belly laughed since. It's been hard for me to get. I find myself just quiet, just quiet and just numb. I have no feeling. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, like this. How long is this going to go on? My
grief does weird stuff to people, man. It's just hard. It's hard to deal with. So everybody has their own way.
Down. I really didn't cry much in the funeral either, except like the very end. Like, am I supposed to? Is it going to hit me at some other point? Am I never going to? I don't know. Am I cold hearted? It's like.
It does weird stuff to people you don't know, and then sometimes if
it would have been okay, sudden,
and then just days later or something, it just hits you like a wave, and you're just, when my grandma passed away, it was like I had been the day when it happened, I was really sad, cried and stuff, but then I'm not a big crier. But
I'm not either.
It just, if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna say like, there's nothing like, men don't cry. That's bullcrap stuff, Like, but. It was really funny. Like it was funny because like the other day, me and Tori were sitting at the house and we had this thing that we downloaded. It's called Paired, and it's an app. For couples and stuff. We've done that. And we were just answering our questionnaires or whatever for the day and something. And it's been back in May was a year since my grandma passed away, and. It was close to that time. But the question was like, if you could go back and talk to one person from the past or something, or from anybody, who would you choose? And so I got to thinking, I was like, I want to go talk to my grandma, and my grandpa, and sat there. We're sitting on the couch, and she looks over. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm over here crying because this stupid app. And I'm like, I'm typing my answer, and made me think about. And it's like you just never know when a weird thing will hit you like that. So it'll probably still be like that.
It's been. I'll find myself just all of a sudden I'll have a tear coming down. I'm like, well, why was that?
Yeah, I'm just like, this stupid app's not supposed to make me cry.
Yeah, that's something like when my wife's grandpa died. Lawrence, man, I really did think highly of him. Like every time I'd come back from the woods, he'd be there to talk about what he always enjoyed.
Just wanted to hear your story.
He wanted to hear the story, and man, like as soon as I remember, like my wife, as a man, like most men, you hide tears and stuff like that, dude. But like my wife was standing there right with him when he took his last breath, and I remember she come in and she's like, "Yeah, he passed away." And dude, like all of a sudden, dude, just like my whole heart and everything just, and like I just remember I couldn't hold it back. I'm sitting there crying, and my wife's like solid as a rock, and she's like, "Come on, like we got to do stuff." And I was like, I don't, but it didn't hit her until like 3 or 4 days later.
Yeah.
And I got it all out right then and there, like in the moment, it hit me.
So then it was your turn to be there for her, because she started probably having to.
And a lot of times, a lot of her stuff didn't come out till not even after that. I mean, it just kept, little by little, it would come out and stuff like that. For
I bet during
the next
bow
year
season it'll hit me.
Yeah,
because he wasn't ever a hunter. I wish he was just a man of faith and work, and that's his only two things he ever done, which is great. But like, I wish he had passions we could have shared. Like it just, he was so like one-tracked minded, and like he's a very judgmental person. But I loved him. He was just a man of a man, and I don't know. I think when I get in silence, I'll have time to maybe properly grieve or maybe happy. I don't know. But it's like
it'll hit you. You'll have good days. You'll have bad days, and something will come up in a memory, or you'll think of something, and you'll be like, man, it just it might get you. But then you also have them good memories, and you'll look back on that.
Because his last like 8 years, he just suffered, and I got to remember all the times before he had his brain surgery a long time ago, and that's whenever he was who he truly was, you know.
Yeah.
So like, if it would have happened suddenly, unexpected, I think it would have been devastating. But we knew it was coming. Everybody was ready, and it's not like being harsh about it. He was past ready. He was ready to go home. We were ready for him to be at peace, no more pain. Go see his mom and dad, and not have to work anymore, and not have to worry. So.
Yeah, and that's like they always, or it felt like here, like recently, dude. There's death after death after death. Like,
I say it comes in threes, and like we had two good men.
And then you had that shooting that happened in Elsinore. That like that's crazy.
There's some crazy stuff going on. One of our friends' friends got murdered by one of their patients at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, like a week before that, and it's like, people, man.
Well, yeah, you hear stuff like that, and it's like that. I mean, it brings off like a sadness, but then it also brings off a thankfulness. Like that you get to, that you have one more day in this life, like it. But I mean, it really, to me, it's just, I didn't even know that little girl, but man, it was like, just the feeling of she was too young to die.
Yeah, that in a small town setting like that, it rocks that whole town.
Yeah,
because everybody knows everybody type of thing, and that was
it's too close to home.
Yeah, it makes you wish you could do something, or and the reality is that you can't. But I mean, the only thing that I can do to help everybody is to share the gospel, and be a good Christian man. And I mean, that's golly, that's so.
It's all right, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's, if I have one thing in life I can try to do is to, share that with people, even if I, because that can be the one hope somebody has. I know it's changed my life, so I think doing podcasts like this, man, it can I'm hoping and praying that God will use it to.
Just if the one person that needs to hear it hears it and it does something for
We
them.
say that all the time.
Yeah.
We may not have a big following, but the people that need to hear it. Whether it's gospel talk, whether it's love, passion for anything, everything. Like, I hope that people see that life in general. We talk about everything. We all have passions. We have our struggles, but you walk by faith, and it can be rugged. It can be rough, but it's still there, and it's always a way we can lean on, and not just hard times, but good times.
Just being good people, and but yeah, I don't know, man. I tell you what, like I told you, like sometimes, man, I'm a guy that when I feel things, boy, it's
feel it.
to
You
me.
feel it. Yeah, you can't help it.
You got a big heart, dude.
That's just real emotion, though. That's the stuff that it means something to you.
Yep. But
anyway.
I don't want to end on a.
Is that time?
We're end on a good note. And what is this? This is July, August, September. 3 months. 3 months from like right now, we'll be in Iowa. Well, I mean, I probably will be because I'll be going up on the weekends. I mean, you can go up on Friday, Saturday, Sundays, but there's a good thing.
Yep.
Yep. We'll have bow season coming along.
So, are you guys
soon.
going up? Just like start scouting and stuff? Or are you going to be hunting on those weekend trips too? Or are you just doing
yes and yes?
Yes,
yes
and
yes.
Or are you going to save like one big trip that you're going?
We
That's
are.
when you
Yeah.
expect
So
them to
we've already got vacation planned from. I think you guys are going up to 28th of October through the 8th of November. So I put in vacation for that same time, and then Trevor's like, "Yeah," I was like, "I'm off." So and so, he's like, "I'm taking a week of vacation the same time I am." I'm like, "Well, why don't we just? I'll take an extra week if I can." And we'll bounce around, or maybe spend it all up in Iowa or something. He's like, "Game on!" Me and him always take like he's my best friend. I mean, he's my longest best friend. We've always dreamed of whoever goes to Iowa, we're gonna film, and like, well, we'll just go northern Missouri, and if I'm already tagged out or whatever, we'll hunt a few days in Missouri, try to give you like the best opportunity, and then we'll go up there. So I ended up getting 2 weeks off in the best times to hunt, so I can
awesome.
I'm hoping I'm tagged out so I can focus on him for 5 or 6 days, film, and then hopefully he can capitalize as soon as possible. And I'm bouncing to Iowa to spend the rest of it there. But we do have a week, all of us 3 planned to be up there already.
Okay.
So, and then on the weekends I'll be up there.
If you
Friday,
guys,
Saturday,
if you
Sunday.
and Trevor said you're going up to northern Missouri though, like, do you know?
I don't know where. I don't know. We haven't got that far.
I might
planned.
have to try and tag along somewhere and try to go somewhere. I don't know if I will or not.
Yeah,
we got a lot of stuff happening right there in November because
I'm off I think the 20.
I got to do youth season here, and then I don't get a whole lot.
I'll
of
be
time
off the 23rd of October through coming back the 8th of November.
Mm-hmm. See, we got a cruise right there in
sweet
November, which I know is the cardinal sin of.
That would be cool if we could all go up there for even the weekend or something.
Yeah, because like I got youth season, which is going to be what, the 24th. It's that week. It's the weekend before Halloween, actually.
Yeah, so
they
it'll be
moved
that
it this year.
24th, 25th.
Addie will do youth season, and then I think I'll probably start.
Yeah, because the 1st of November's on a Sunday.
I think I'm starting vacation somewhere in that last week.
Yeah.
Of October, and then I'll have a little bit of time in the first week of November, but then I think we're leaving, like, we're going to head down to Houston, like, on the 6th or something, and I think we'll be 7th through 12th.
Did you plan that?
No, Tori did. But hey, I gotta give her. I gotta give her
in the mouth.
No, I gotta give her.
You wanted to.
I gotta give her credit for this though. All right, because the last 2 times that we went on a cruise, we were coming home on the opening day of gun season, and I'm driving home all day long in the car, driving back.
Like, don't even open up Facebook.
Checking Facebook, seeing all my buddies. Killed this big buck this morning on opening day, and I'm like, I was in there in the car just driving, like. But we book them when we do, because that's the cheapest time of the year to book a cruise. So that's why we do it, and we love going on the cruises. But it just when it hits right then, I'm like, this could not be at a worse time. Yeah, I need to be out in the woods.
Don't even open up Facebook.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to shut mine off during rifle season.
This year,
it didn't even happen.
This year we're coming back on the 12th, I think. So I'll have like one day there on the 13th, right before rifle season starts.
So 14th will be rifle season.
Yeah, and then I'll have basically one day to get all my stuff together, and then meet you up at Leroy's. Or are you going to be up in Iowa with it? You'll be back for rifle season, won't you?
Yeah, we'll be back.
We'll be back
the 8th.
Yeah, rifle season. I'll be at Leroy's.
When
and we
it-
need to plan an early season. Can we do an opening weekend kind of deal?
Oh, I've already got it put in my calendar.
Okay.
When's opening?
September.
Opening weekend, Leroy's.
So it'd be the 19th of September. I think I got a wedding. No,
I
I got a
put-
wedding the weekend before.
I got
opening.
17th through the 20th right there is the days I put in for. I even said possible
Well, I'll be off the 18th, 19th, and 20th.
just for that first weekend after it opens, like we normally do. Go to Leroy's and do a weekend
Yeah.
and do some hunting up around there.
I will say if I don't have a buck pinned, I might try to do that.
And even if you
But I'm going to try
in the
hard to
evening.
kill early season, so I'm stress free, and
And then you can
Iowa,
focus on Iowa.
as soon as Iowa, because Iowa will probably open up will be the 10th.
Now, when do they do their? Because I know
I
their
think it's the
seasons are
second-
different.
Hey Siri, when does Iowa's deer archery open up?
I think it's October.
Because they have an early
is
muzzleloader season too.
Yeah.
Are all your tags archery only?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, phone.
Why'd you get so many? They had turkey tags too or something? Or
They
is it
know
all-
us.
Is it all deer tags?
Iowa's deer season.
I remember. I'll never forget.
Oh, it's October 1. I thought it was the second weekend of October.
So their
Very first
bow
day.
season doesn't open till October.
Yeah.
I'm
There's a
glad-
lot of states that do that.
A later open.
I'm glad.
Or like August.
this is
We
what
start.
Well, it probably says there.
September 15th.
most of
Yeah.
Montgomery
That's my name.
gentry.
I didn't know your middle name was Montgomery.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom's family was a Montgomery's. I'm the last one. Well, like nobody with the last name male had it anymore,
Right.
so like carried
Okay,
on the
that's
middle.
right.
Archer's middle name is
Pass it
Montgomery
to
too.
the middle name. Yeah. Well, my dad, we got our middle names the same because my grandpa's middle name is Robert.
Yeah.
And Dad's Robert. I'm Robert. Me and Tori had already planned out names. If we would have had a boy, his middle name was going to be Robert.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Last Saturday, you know Caitlin and Joel.
Caitlin and Joel.
They were here the night the New Year's party. You'd met
I
them.
think I know. I mean,
Well, that's where Alexa's at tonight. Is in her shop. It's one of our friends is getting apprenticeship for doing lashes. Anyway, she messaged me Saturday. She's like, "Hey, what's your grandpa's name?" And it's like, "Is it Lee R. Foster?" I'm like, "Yeah, Leroy is his name." She's like, "But is his like initials? Would it be Lee R. Foster?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, I have something for you." I'm like, "Okay." I thought maybe she was making me a shirt or something. That she does that. I'm like, "Oh, really cool." She's like, "Yeah." We found a hammer in our house that has
His name.
engraved Lee R. Foster. I said he engraved every one of his tools. Everything he has is engraved. Anything and everything's
his
engraved.
name on it.
And she's like, "Well, I have a hammer in my house. No idea how it got there." I'm like, "I don't have a hammer from him." Somehow, days after he passed, literally 3 days, or no, it was from Tuesday to Saturday. It was after the funeral. They found a hammer in their house.
That's crazy.
With his initials engraved in the hammer. I'm like, crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this looks like a bunch of tags.
Oh, that's why you said tags. Where'd you talk about tags? Yeah.
But this one's just this one's your habitat stamp. And then I am glad
They have the sticky ones though that you have to put on for your transport tag though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always seen like
we need to
videos-
figure out where to put them because a
Yeah.
lot of states are real
Is
particular
antler or on the foot.
on the hood. Yeah, I don't know which one it is, but
I think you
but,
wrap them on the antlers, don't you?
I think
find out.
maybe we'll double check that before we go
But
up
yeah,
there.
you better be all up to date on your regulations and know everything.
yes,
But
I think it's cool you guys got drawed out. You're all getting to go though.
it is neat. 'Cause last year they could have went and they didn't do it, and then now we all this year it's gonna
You
be.
know what excited me was
crazy.
everybody goes to Iowa, bucks their number one thing, and I was like, man, $640, I can't even kill a doe. Like I want to come back with some meat if I do.
Yeah.
Well, come
We
to
got a
find
doe
out,
tag.
we got an antlerless tag, so
Yeah.
it's like
Oh, you can kill a doe
that
too?
excited
Yep.
me,
Yep.
like so at least
Kill
I
your
can
doe first and get it out the way.
At least
Yeah.
I can have confidence. I can go kill a deer in
It
Iowa.
will be honestly cool, and I want to kill bucks. Like I want us to all kill bucks that week, but we're all gonna be up there at different times.
Tag out, man.
But how cool? I mean, it would be awesome if Trevor's with me, and I'm there before everybody, and we're just camping, and if I do shoot a buck, that opens up 2 filmers for you and Alton. Like that would be so cool if we could all capture it with somebody over our shoulder.
Yeah.
That would
buddies.
be-
Man, like that would just be crazy. 'Cause he's like, I'm
and
at
then you
he's
could
like-
run extra GoPros
'cause
for
he's like,
other
I'm at your
angles and stuff
disposal.
too.
And Trevor, you and Trevor are 2 people that I trust filming. Like the only 2 people that I'd be like, here's a camera. You're gonna capture things.
So-
You're gonna capture more than just deer kill done. You're
Yeah.
gonna get the story. You're gonna get all the walking in, all the prep. and like it's gonna be awesome, and it'd be cool if we don't all
Content.
call each other at the same time. Like, oh, we just shot one. Like, if somebody kills, cool. I'm filming you. Blah blah blah. You know, and we're all capable of filming. Even all. You know.
See, that was at the highlight of the Acorn stuff. It was kind of that way. We were all like, "Hey, I'll go run a camera for you. I don't care." Like,
I
I'll
love
go-
filming.
I love. I like
love-
going and filming
Yeah.
hunts. Like, I might not have that eye for like all the B-roll stuff, but just running main camera footage, I'm gonna get you a good shot on that. Like, I'll run a camera for somebody. I think it's just cool being there and experiencing it with somebody.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
exciting. It's exhilarating.
Now, self-filming, doing that is probably a whole different ballgame. You're on your own,
Yeah.
and there's
See,
a
most
lot
of
of
the time
work that goes into it.
It
But
is, and I prefer it just because not everybody.
you can't fist bump nobody though.
No,
when you're
but,
there
like,
with somebody else.
I know
filming.
how I like to film. And
Recreate it.
Is
Yeah.
Is he down?
Is
Is he down?
Did you see him go down? Is he down?
One of the coolest hunts I still have. It's probably on one of these hard drives. Is my self-filmed hunt of Leroy up
Oh,
there at
yeah.
Leroy's. You know that buck. I had a DSLR camera.
Yeah.
I had mounted up
Yeah.
above me with a wide-angle lens, and then I was self-filming, and then I got him in there, and that was a fun hunt. you
Leroy's
know?
Point.
I'd like to get that footage edited sometime.
It's
What?
on.
Hopefully,
Is the turkey hunt footage on there? Just, I'm curious.
yes.
The Tennessee from
Well,
the
I think
creek,
it is.
the creek footage. Because that would be one that would if
I'm
it
pretty
ever
sure.
got.
He told me it
edited,
was on there. I didn't even check.
Man, if it ever got fully
I'm so
edited,
behind on
or
everything.
the
we're running 3 cameras.
one.
Not that
Yeah.
one.
Not that-
The one where I was in the
There's
creek.
always
was-
that story you can't talk about.
Oh yeah, that
That one's probably on there too, though.
no, the creek footage, man, that was awesome. That was because like
That
Arden,
was insane.
yeah, we were supposed to go, and you know this is another
that
crazy
happened.
story.
Moments after I called you, you got a
Yeah.
call. Like moments. It all just
So, like,
then Alton called.
From like 3 months ago, I called Arden one time, and you know because he does the
What, buddy?
There's a bad storm, but he can't go upstairs.
What?
There's a bad storm, so he can't go upstairs.
There's a bad storm.
storm.
Yeah, so he can't go upstairs.
I think they said there's a bass tournament, so you can't go upstairs.
Who
okay,
can't
but
go?
hey,
The
you
cat?
guys need to lay down. Okay,
But we can't go upstairs.
you're staying down here.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
Spider-Man.
have to stay down here too.
Well, I'm already down here, Buck. We'll watch out for you. Oh, goober.
No, yeah, like months before though, I had called Arden and I was like, dude, I said I'd like to come back because you know, gosh dang it, now I'm having a brain fart. What is his channel?
Undefeated Men.
Men, yeah. So you know, I really connect with what he's doing. You know, like he's trying to help men be better men through fitness and faith and everything like that. And so I was like, you know, I really wanted to pick his brain and just kind of catch up with him, really too, and just kind of. I mean, he's really doing stuff with it. So I was like, let's go down there, and I was like, you know, you care if I bring Scott? And he's like, no. He's like, so we had it planned that we were going to go down there that weekend,
Stay the whole weekend with them.
whole week, yeah, the whole. I mean, we were down to the wire, and I texted him. I said, hey, you still good? It was the day before, wasn't it? Like it was Thursday.
No, because Grandpa died on Tuesday. I was on my way home from work, and I just passed Mom's work, and between her work and like 2 minutes later is the funeral home road. She calls me and said, "Hey, just let you know, Grandpa's not good. They said he's in transitioning stage. They don't know if it's going to be a minute, an hour, day, but it's happening." Okay, I'm gonna pick up the kids. I immediately called you. I'm like, "Hey, I don't know how this week's going to go." I said there may be a chance that I don't go because Grandpa passes, and then 10 minutes later, my dad calls me, and he's like, "Grandpa's gone." I'm like, crap. I call you again immediately. And I'm like, "Hey, man, he just passed." He's like, "Well, honestly," he said, Arden, between where I called him twice, Arden already called and said, "Hey," or text him or something, that, "Hey, something's coming up. We may not be able to do it this weekend." And then it turns out he had some clients or something he had to meet. My grandpa passed. Like, everything just happened.
Timing just-
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, Alton called me. It's like, everything happened. Like, all my buddies were like, it just...
It was a
It
mental.
worked.
Yeah.
It worked. Which it sucks. It's not like I don't have many free weekends
I know.
at all.
Yeah, and we had that sucker nailed down, but I mean that's how it works, and it wasn't the time to go. You know, it was evident.
Yeah. And even Dad's like, "Hey, he's like, if you get done Friday with your funeral," he said, "Do you still have time to make it to Tennessee?" I'm like, no. I said everything got kind of pushed back. Not just because of Grandpa. I said he had something come up. Like it just worked out where it's not going to work.
It's probably for the best. Even after the funeral, you just want to be with your family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like if that weekend, that's not the time to be running off to go.
You're not.
do
You're,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be in a good mindset when you're thinking about that kind of stuff. So we'll reschedule that for sure because he's.
Oh yeah.
So were you guys just going there like hang out with him or something?
Yeah,
Or
and
go-
just kind of
go-
like see how I want to pick his brain because I mean he's evidently turned his passion into a way of life, and like I mean he's just smart with technology and and what all is out there to even. Yeah, he's a businessman. He's good at business, doing business, running his own business, and especially some of my goals in life like that.
Guys, I just do the podcast with him.
Yeah.
Was that part of your plan too?
Well,
Well,
yeah.
do a podcast and
Yeah.
have him talk, and you guys just talk about all
Absolutely.
kinds of stuff.
Well, they all just like the old saying, you want to be a millionaire, hang out with a millionaire. It's like, well,
We know one.
we know one.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
And he's our
he's
age.
a pretty
it's
good
like
buddy. So
doing
like,
crazy things, and we're sitting on a struggle bus and trying to figure out some way of turning passion into a way of life and an income. And
they playing some instruments
I
out
think they're
there.
playing some
I think they're
instruments.
doing the
archers.
altar call.
That mandolin.
Yeah.
I can.
I got a quarter in my pocket, buddy. I can only give you what I can give. And your tie is gonna go to candy.
Rot your teeth out.
But no, yeah, Arden's got a powerful message about his
Oh yeah.
battle with cancer.
His story
and
is
stuff.
crazy. Yeah.
And that's the thing is everybody's got one of those stories. It may not be as
Right.
crazy as his, but everybody,
Archer, you want to quit that, buddy?
like everybody's got some story in their life, and it may not. That was a big, I thought about that for years. Some people like Seventh Day Slumber. We'd go to their concert, dude. He has like a crazy testimony about, like he was on heroin
Dead.
real
He
bad,
overdosed or something on.
and then he was stealing from his
He
mom.
was doing cocaine every day of his life, and he was addicted. And he had an overdose or something, and he was dead in the back of an ambulance. And then they revived him, and like he was.
Yeah. And
Well,
some
like-
people think, well, I don't have that crazy of a story. It's not impactful. You don't have to have that crazy of a story to be impactful. If you come in straight from within and you're spilling your guts out about whatever it is you're passionate about and your why. One of our first podcasts is like, what is your why? Why is your why? I think is how I worded it. You gotta have one. And if you don't have one, I feel sorry for people that don't have passion for something, don't have a reason. It doesn't have to be that you stoop to the lowest of lows. And everybody's lowest of lows is different levels.
Oh yeah.
Some people realize it before they get to that point, but most people don't.
Yeah,
You gotta find. You gotta.
There's
hit-
always
hit
that
rock bottom.
impactful story of like I was in the darkest depths, and then that's cool. That's a great story. But then there's nothing wrong with just being the guy that's like, I had a pretty normal life, and
Yeah.
I've been through this and
I
this.
went through 2 months of a bad
And-
spell, and it was enough for me.
Yeah, and you don't have that crazy. Oh, that's the one that draws people in. That testimony, or whatever. Everybody's got their own story
Everybody,
and their
yeah.
own testimony.
Yeah.
and neither one's more like I don't know.
Everybody's
better than the
unique.
other. Whatever. Yeah, it's
Right,
unique
right.
and it's your story.
that's just like
Don't be afraid to tell it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last night when I was, the devotional I gave, the last point that I ended on, I was like, I think every day as a godly man, you need to live intentionally. Like that means get up with passion, get up and strive to do something, try to be better, try to impact somebody today.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, if not, you're just lonely.
yeah. And live with purpose, like, because if you don't have a purpose, a why, then you don't really have a direction where you're going. And trust me, like there's ways that the devil will get you, and it'll, I'm an easy target. I've got a lot of. That's what like I was talking about, like I try to discipline myself. And everybody might not need the discipline that I need on myself, but it's hard enough for me to knock myself off my horse, much less.
Yeah. Like some people talk about, I don't drink because if I have one, I'll have 50, and it goes 3-day drunks. And some people can drink and be fine. So not everybody has to like quit this because it's bad. You can make it bad. You can make anything bad.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can make the best things bad. Too much of anything, I don't care what it is is bad. It's
Make
not
bow hunting
healthy.
bad.
It's not. Yeah, it's not
You-
healthy.
I mean, if it takes the place of stuff that's actually supposed to be important in your
Yep,
life,
yep.
yeah.
and
Not-
things that
I mean,
matter.
To
like,
me, that is important.
it
but-
is important. I'm
but
not saying, but
I
if
do-
it
I-
takes over and you put it
Yeah.
before,
some people look at me
Something.
like insane, but there's other people that do way more insane than I do. You know, I still have a life and a family, and I still try to get to the gym, and I still try to do things as a whole. But
try to find balance.
you gotta have balance.
Finding balance
You
is
gotta have
important.
balance.
And like, here's a cool story like about me. Like, I'm the type of guy, I don't see anything wrong with drinking a beer every now and then with my buddies, and doing that kind of stuff. But this is where like, that Bible verse that says, like, don't be a stumbling block to your brother that struggles. Well, a couple weekends ago, I went down to the river and I told Megan, I was like, something in me tells me like, I don't need to drink this weekend. Like and I was going down there with family and friends and everything like that. Everybody's going to be drinking, but I was like, I'm just not going to touch a drop. Like for some reason, I'm just feeling led to do that. And I mean, I went down there. I had a great time. I mean, I was standing right there amongst.
Archer, we're podcasting, buddy.
But we watch on your phone.
We're almost done. I'll go up there with you and watch something. Okay.
But we're watching Bluey.
Okay, go watch Bluey.
It's upstairs.
Buddy, you can go upstairs. You don't have to go in your room.
Thunderstorm it out.
Oh, I don't hear nothing. You guys hear anything?
I don't hear.
I didn't hear nothing. I think you're
The
fibbing.
headphones on.
Raining.
Okay, hey kiddos, we're almost done, all right?
And wait, over here, playing upstairs.
Okay.
What's this on me?
But no, anyway, he's like, heck, if they want to come in here, they can.
No, we're about done.
Okay, but no, for some reason I just felt like it. And anyways, I went down there, had a good time, talked to everybody. Well, anyways, I was there one day and I was just kind of by myself, because when everybody gets to drinking around, usually the drinking crowd hangs out with the drinking crowd.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I knew that was going to be the norm. If I'm the only one not drinking, then usually it's not
We're on the edge of a cell, so there is a thunderstorm
Yeah,
in there.
it'll be all right.
It's nothing.
a
big.
thunderstorm. But
Thunderstorm.
anyways, I was sitting there in my chair just enjoying the day, watching everybody and with my wife. And next thing you know, like this guy over across the river who I'd met the day before, or the week, actually I met him the week before. He sees me across this canal and he comes walking over there to me. So I stood up and I'm like, we get to talking and stuff about softball and what I did to my leg and everything. Well, anyways, then God got brought up somehow, and we got talking about talking about how I got into real estate, and I said it was a God thing. Well, he started telling me about how he believes in God and that he was a logger, his buddy got killed, and so he said he prayed to God to show him a sign. He said, long story short, a couple days later after he prayed that, his skidder and everything was burned to the ground. Well, anyways, as we're talking about this stuff, I see another buddy of mine standing over there, and you can kind of tell he's kind of listening in. Well, all of a sudden he comes over here and joins the conversation. Well, now we got 3 people right here, and we're all talking about God, and I was like, that buddy of mine says, hey, I've really struggled, coming to get-togethers like this, because he's like, I have come to God, but he's like, I struggle with alcohol. And he's like, I can't just have 1 or 2. And he's like, I was like, man, I said, I don't really struggle with alcohol. I don't have a problem with it. I can have one or I can not have any, I said, but I choose this weekend not to do it just because. And afterwards, like, after getting a talk like that, I looked at my wife and I was like, like, that's why I think sometimes God says, sometimes abstinence is a good thing, because I may have been a stumbling block to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
If I was preaching God, but I was drinking beer, well, he had a problem with it. I didn't have a problem with it, but he don't know that, like, so it's like, it kind of gives you that upper hand of like, look, I'm restraining my flesh and my desires right here so I can, actually
Maybe help lift
help
somebody else up.
lift somebody else up. But now, like heck, like me and you go up to Leroy's, I might have me a beer or two. You know, like I'm not
5 or
gonna.
10.
I don't see a problem with it because I don't think any of us. I think we all know each other well enough to know that I'm not gonna. We can do that. We can go to bed that
I
night.
ain't hurt nobody.
We can
Yeah.
wake up the next morning. We're not going out and doing nothing stupid or anything like that. So just like you said, anything in moderation. But there is those times where it's like sometimes I think that self-discipline of just like restraining during different moments, and a lot of that's just following what God puts on your heart. Like I said, I don't know what the tug.
Listening.
I don't know what the tug was that weekend, but something was telling me like just don't drink. Just don't do it. And I'm like.
There's the thunder.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I thought they were right there.
But yeah, it's getting. Well, this has been a good podcast.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the heck out of it, man.
2.5 hours.
Dang.
We may have been gone for 3 weeks, but boy, we're coming in with a
Coming in hot.
coming in.
Yeah, so my buddy from Nebraska's coming down. I'm gonna try to do one with him. So I got a lot of stuff I need to do tomorrow, but I may upload this. I may not. I may put us a week ahead. Since
Wasn't the one at Leroy's that we did like 3 hours?
long time?
Or it was another 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like, it was a long one.
It's easy to do.
Yeah.
And if I had more comfortable chairs, we'd be in here for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Well,
That's my Friday.
I gotta go to work in the morning.
Yeah, I'm not
kinda
drinking.
like-
I just had a monster, but
and that's what I keep thinking about. I like doing it on Thursdays because
Thursdays are better for me.
Yeah, now I can go to that men's group on Wednesday and Thursday nights. I don't
Yeah.
have to.
Well, I've been mowing so much in my free time and then working on the weekends. Like everything's pushed to whatever free time I have. And gym's huge things for me. I didn't get to go today, and if
sounds
Alexa's
like
here, I might still go.
The new
She
day
ain't
for
even here.
podcasts is Thursday night.
I think Thursdays are the new night, and it's better.
But
And it's also our Fridays, so if it does happen late, or we do have a couple of beer or something, like we're not having to get up in literally a few hours to go to work. Like we can still get up if we want to go to the gym, we can.
Mm-hmm.
But my friends, I'm big into lifting, and they're getting into it, and they ask me a lot of questions. They're like, hey, I want to lift tomorrow with you. I'm like, cool. So I'll lift tomorrow afternoon. I needed to hit shoulders tonight and then hit back tomorrow, but I may just do
You're gonna do
all of
both
it
tomorrow.
May do all of it.
You're going to do shoulders
Just-
and back.
Shoulders, back, and buys.
a lot of
Just
times,
blow yourself out.
a lot
Yeah,
of
I'll be
times,
destroyed.
You know what I've been doing here lately is like, man, I've been really focusing more on my calisthenics, and dude, I posted that video the other day about shoulder strength and
Yeah.
rotator cuffs and stuff. I've really been focusing on rotator cuffs every day. I'll go in and I'll do those workouts. My shoulder pain is gone, and
Yeah,
I've
my
actually,
shoulder hurts
and
all
then,
the time.
And then I've been focusing more on actually calisthenics, like dips,
Yeah.
pull ups, push ups.
Yeah.
And I really feel like, because when you're looking at bodybuilding, bodybuilding is all isolation workouts.
Yeah.
Like you're isolating.
Well, that's why I
you
keep
just-
getting injured playing baseball. I haven't been training for that. I've been bodybuilding for a few years. And then you do this all of a sudden,
Yeah.
this exertion of energy, and it's like, oh crap, things start popping.
Yeah.
And like Mikey in the middle of the day, is like, dude, you're the most in shape guy possibly on the league or here or whatever, and you're hurt. I'm like, all the time.
I'm getting hurt all the time.
I pitched 3 or 4 innings, and then I heard and felt the pop in my leg again. First of the season, it was my hamstring. That's when it was black and blue for like
You didn't
3
pull a
weeks.
Conor McGregor, did you?
Same time.
Oh,
Yes, it's a
I
ginger
felt
thing.
that pain when
I felt bad. I felt bad for him because
Dude,
I had just
that
gotten
was-
hurt.
So you know my story about my ACL and my
your
knees.
knee.
And when I watched that video, I was like, "Yep, I know exactly how
Yeah.
he feels." I mean, there ain't nothing you
I
can do
felt
about
bad
that.
for him.
Like,
I wish he would have stayed for the commentary, been a little better sport about it, but I felt
he was
bad.
hurt. He had to get out.
I felt bad. I mean,
And all the hype, like that was my thing.
you
like,
know, he's already getting trash talked.
yeah, but just all the hype for the letdown of that sucked. Like especially right after what
because he's a fighter.
what Patty did right before.
Yeah.
with that awesome choke, and then
He kicked ass.
yeah, Patty
Literally.
the baddie.
Yeah.
Dude, and that was awesome. And then so the energy in the room was high, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden everybody comes in. It's like, dude, he's been 5 years. Like Connor hasn't
All
been.
these people with
and
money
then-
betted on the line.
What is this? I was watching it at home, and I was just like, "Are you kidding me
Yeah.
right now?" I was-
We had a bunch of people over here playing cards and stuff, and had some drinks and some food. And I sit down in my chair. I'm like, that was very anticlimactic.
that sucks.
well, like when I seen
But
that,
I felt bad for him.
when I seen that, it made me realize like even the baddest of the bad have their time.
Yeah.
Like you're not you can't stay on top your whole life.
No.
And you better have a plan for exiting. Like I
Yeah.
mean, because if you stay prideful, like you're number one, this is that, you better
Yeah. What happens when it's over?
exactly when it's over, it's over. And
I think it was just the adrenaline dump, and he got that that surge, and he just pushed and he landed weird when he came on that kick. He landed sideways or whatever. And that's that first one, and then it probably did it. And
they did
the adrenaline.
replay,
he didn't feel the knee
when he took his shorts off for the.
I think he just lost his balance.
He could have.
I don't think it was
same leg, and you saw in his face something's like. But he's also like a million people's talking to him. He's trying to hear like who's checking.
Taking your shoe.
So maybe
off
it was just a coincidence. But they're like, I wonder if something was already going on.
But no, because they had pictures of him. They had video of him in the locker room throwing the same kick, and he was fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
there's video of him when he was warming up in the locker room, and he threw the same kick and jumping off the same leg, and it didn't give him any problems
It's
at all.
just crazy how your body, you can do something and be like completely like, that's going to hurt. And you get up fine. And then the littlest things, like when I pull my back sometimes, I'm reaching down suddenly, not thinking about it, and I'll pull something. And it's like, oh, why? Like, I just got done deadlifting 300 pounds 2 days ago, which might have been part of the reason why. It might have been why. Because a lot of times it's a few days after deadlifts when I get hurt. But I'm sitting on a loader all day trying to not do this.
Trying to keep your posture up.
Just
Posture.
like these chairs right here, like,
They're
man,
bad.
they kill me. Like,
we got to get new chairs. Man.
we'll get them.
Get some big old office chairs.
Yeah.
You can really
I want some chairs, and I still
Well,
want
there's
to
not
get
a whole lot of room
live
for
edge
office
board.
chairs in here, though.
No, but if I get a live edge board, those are actually supposed to be on podcast tables.
Heck yeah.
They could work. But yeah, anyway, we'll wrap this up. Hey, I didn't get to mention it. I'm wearing some Vika stuff tonight to represent. Like, this is some casual wear. Here's their light camouflage.
I like that hat.
I like it. I like their stuff. It looks good, feels good. If you guys want to get into something new, kind of exciting, Vika camo, it's a good piece of clothing.
Have they ever asked how they came up with their name?
I don't know. I want to talk to them.
The
and
V
actually,
looks Viking inspired.
Yeah.
And it's called
Yeah, it
Vika, so I was wondering if it's maybe like
No, I need to give them a call.
it's Viking inspired.
I like
the V
Viking.
is cool. Like, I like the emblem is cool.
Yeah,
but I like
it's
it.
cool. I need to get them on a call and kind of pick their brain. It's still food plot season. We got whitetail greens in Greenville. If you got anything you need,
I gotta start getting ready to run cameras.
I do too, and our camera gear is out. I just got some cameras from Birdsong last night. That one.
Got this sitting here. Had
Moultrie.
a whole thing of cameras upstairs. I think when
I just got them last night. So
and batteries galore.
if you're wanting to bring critters in, hit up Antler Edge with BioRack. They're Extreme Hunting 365s, the company brand. For your supplemental needs, your protein, minerals, whatever you're allowed to use.
Yeah, I heard something. I wanted to ask. I know we're wrapping it up, but is there any truth to that? I heard somebody saying the other day, like, Missouri, you're not going to be allowed to put any type of bait anymore.
See, right now they took away the CWD, so it should allow it, but I haven't heard.
So yeah, somebody was
right
saying
now,
the other
it's
day they
still-
heard like you can't do
Allegedly.
corn, minerals, even like a salt lick and minerals and stuff. Like, I was like,
Yeah,
that's-
so far we can do
think you
as
still
long as
can.
it's
I
as
don't
long
know.
as it
I
has to do
haven't
with as long as there's no attractants in it. So like the protein from Antler Edge, we're not allowed to use. It's got corn in it and attractant, but you can use it up until 14 days before season, or something like that.
So you can use
The
it
mineral,
in the summer.
yeah, the mineral you can
It's
use all
not-
year round.
Okay.
It's not it's an agriculture style. It's just really high on like the phosphorus and calcium and proteins that deer need. Like it is specifically designed for deer nutrition, not just like your store bought. Oh, it's going to bring deer in. It's got all kinds of other stuff that aren't good for the deer. This is actually stuff that are good for the deer. It's designed for that.
I was just wondering if it was a legality issue.
Yeah, no, it's right now.
with
It's
Missouri, because when I heard that, I was
and I
like,
don't know about the
don't know.
CWD counties like before because now it's not a thing.
Oh,
It took it away, but I think they're still trying to figure up all the rules and regulations on that.
I heard they voted to do daylight savings away again. So
That's in the process.
that'd be kind of nice. I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, but which way are they going to go? I think they're going to go back the other way where it's going to be dark earlier, but like daylight later. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do what
Yeah,
I'm
I'm still have to be at work at 6.
I'll adjust to it and figure it out, I
Yeah,
guess.
if anybody wants one of these custom morel calls, give them Matt Ward a call.
Matt Ward, Mission Game Call.
Now,
He got your morel calls.
That's a
He can get a morel engraved in it for sure.
That would be cool to have one like that
Yeah, yeah.
with no reed in it. It'd be like, this is my custom mushroom call.
Mushroom call.
I always and it's funny.
Snake
'cause
oil.
I always joked about that because I don't. Whenever
You snake oil salesman.
whenever we'd be mushroom hunting, I'd be like, "You got to call them mushrooms." Like, you know what they sound like?
Journey Unknown podcast. We will see you guys next week.
All right. We'll see y'all. Stay wild.
Stay wild.
Stay wild.